Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
It is a great day to be alive on this Monday. Wedding week, woohoo! If somebody asked me one more time around this office,
are you ready? Are you nervous?
I just wanted to I just want to wear something on my chest saying, yes, I'm ready for the wedding.
Why did you get your haircut so early?
Because it grows in nicely 5 days later. I timed it out perfectly.
Let me see your lip.
The lips are fine.
Let me see the top lip. That healed fast.
Why are you rooting for my lip to not heal?
I'm not rooting for it, but my goodness, you heal with time to spare.
Yes. So now it's making it to Friday without any bumps, bruises, or anything of that matter.
Walk slowly.
Now what? And that's another thing. I do need to move slower because I bopped my head on,
of course you did.
Like on the stairwell. It's a little bit lower. You know, like starter home. It's not a Brad Nortman estate, so walls are a little closer to each other. So boom, bang my head. All good. What I did miss on Friday was Alex Strofe. You know why? Brewers! And I'm going to put the fact that they didn't win on Sunday yesterday because we didn't get the full energy all week that they needed to just grind through after using a million pitchers against the Reds. They have a doubleheader. That is correct. The Brewers right now up 1-0 against the Chicago Cubs, and they're threatening Durbin with a one-out double after Terang went yard. 7 homers in August for Bryce Terang. Yes, you're hearing me correct. Yelich walked, Vaughn walked, and now it's up to Blake Perkins to get it done here for the Crew in the top of the third with 2 outs. I'm Ben Brust alongside Kyle Wallace. Say some, Kyle.
Hey, it's Monday. It's a good day. You just told me the Brewers are already up. This is a great day to be alive, as you would say.
No Brad Nortman. This is allegedly last week of recovery before he's back on
said he's
Monday.
Talking a little bit. It didn't seem too promising via the text message, like he was ready to go full blow.
Yeah. He's got to do voice therapy. He's got to do his thing. You know, he had surgery. Surgery's,
Dumb question. What do you think they're doing in voice therapy? Is he like counting to 10?
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la.
Okay.
I don't know, but he
that.
told me that the feedback was he breathes wrong and he talks wrong.
How do you breathe?
Talk wrong.
I don't know. Like
How do you breathe wrong?
I don't know. Maybe this is one of those things where they're like, maybe he needs a mouth guard so that his nostrils breathe correctly.
But he's still alive, so it means he's breathing correctly in some capacity.
Oh, there's some heavy breathers out here.
There's also like a lot of people with sleep things that don't know they have sleep things until they get it checked out.
Yeah, that's real. That's
real.
Real.
800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and text line. This is more. You can get us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Now, obviously, the nerd in me looks at something like this today, and I do want to talk about the Brewers initially from an overall perspective and keep you updated on what is going on. But they're already polling Cade Horton. 2 2/3. He was up to 61 pitches.
Dang, man, that's that plate discipline.
But that is huge because of what the Brewers had to endure playing 2 extra inning games, using lots of arms. And this is a 5-game series. You have a double header. And so the fact that they're already going into their bullpen, putting that much pressure on the Cubs is awesome. And look,
2
Kyle,
games in one day.
Look, Kyle, like as I was thinking, after the loss yesterday, obviously it was electric when Contreras went yard. I think we all felt like it was inevitable that this team was going to find a way to win. They didn't. And I don't want to re-legislate anything because we're on to today. But ultimately, when I think about the 14 games that the Brewers won, how they've won 8 games 3 times in a row this year. 8 games 3 times in a row. First team to do 11 straight games twice in a row since 1935 in the National League, and then breaking their franchise record, right? That's all good and great. And within all of that, the sentiment is, are they peaking too early? We're getting a lot of that. I'm even seeing on some videos that we've had a lot of reach on our social medias of like, oh, it will just be another, protect your heart. It's another Brewers early playoff exit. And this is what I think we're failing to understand about this team specifically. When you win at the clip that this team has won at, and they've won in a variety of different ways. I'll equate this to the best teams that I was on when I was playing at Wisconsin basketball. In 2014 and 15, we could win in the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
They've won 3-1. They've pulverized teams. They've come back 8 times in those 14 games that they won. They came back in those. So when you win at this clip, it gives you a confidence that no matter what adversity you face, regular season, postseason, whatever, you look at the guy next to you and you know what they're capable of, and that carries throughout the entire year and the rest of this season from the regular season and beyond. So, yeah, the streak is over, but what they continue to learn about themselves every single game is how real they are, and it doesn't matter who is on the team, next man up, that man delivers. Andrew freaking Monasterio. I mean, like, come on. It feels like this is all made up, but it's not. This is all happening because of a mentality that the manager has put in place, that Christian Yelich says you don't need to put your team on the back because somebody else will pick you up. And that is just, that energy is flowing through this team. So that is my overall takeaway from what this team has done, and it gives me excitement that I don't even have to answer about the peaking too early because I know what they're going through is going to pay dividends for them later.
Yeah, I'm with you with that, Ben. And for me, I think about the fact that I don't think the streak was amazing, but the will that this team had, right? The will that they had to win these games, even yesterday where William Contreras hit that home run to put the Brewers up. They hadn't done anything offensively the entire game, but finally when they had their final couple at-bats, they came through big. That's that will and understanding that we can come through anytime we want. But for me, the most impressive thing of all these streaks, it's the fact the Brewers were down 8-1 against the Cincinnati Reds, who are playing better baseball this season. And the fact that Christian Yelich told his manager, Pat Murphy, that we are going to win this game despite them trailing 8-1 after 2 innings. And then they came back and won. To me, that shows you that this team never quits. And Christian Yelich, though he may be silent, he is one of the leaders of that baseball team. So this is all great, right? This is all great for the warm-up for what we really need to look for, and that is for the playoff run. So I'm right there with you, Ben. They have overcome every single obstacle. They have faced it head on, and they've been successful in these last 40, 50 games.
Sweeping the Dodgers twice, hitting Paul Skeens twice. Like, how much more do people want before they're going to just realize that this is different and this is real? If you like, I can't take fear away from people. If you want to protect your heart, do that. I'm just saying that's not a fun way to embrace what this team is doing with the evidence that they put forward. They've given you every reason to believe that they can do something that we haven't seen them do since 2018 and then maybe beyond.
And this is one of the best chances, for sure, best chances I've been alive that the Milwaukee Brewers actually have to win the World Series. When you talk to people, I was down in Denver this weekend, and when you talk to people about the Milwaukee Brewers, they'll tell you, oh, that is a really good baseball team. They say there's nothing they don't do well. The Milwaukee Brewers are getting the national notoriety from other fans understanding that they're grinders and they're a team that you just cannot hate. So overall, I really feel like this Milwaukee Brewers have positioned themselves to have a successful run in the playoffs, and I really look forward to what they do. And Brewers fans, KBN Nation, open up your heart. I know we talked about this for a long time and not really opening up our hearts. We should open up our hearts because what we are seeing is something that does not happen often. As me being a lifelong Brewers fan, same thing with Strofe and Ben adopting the Milwaukee Brewers as his team. We haven't seen this before, so we should really embrace enjoying this and embrace this ride and enjoy this ride that we have because I think we're seeing something special. Strofe called it magic. I just say it's a hell of a baseball team. They're good.
They're
All
great.
Of the above. Magic, special, amazing, good, all of the above.
No, we got to stop with the good. They're great.
Yeah, better than good. You're right.
We do always.
The best team in
they're
baseball.
good. No, they're great. They are a great baseball team. They have an 8-game lead in the NL Central when they were plus 320 to start the season there. Obviously, their win total, which we'll be counting, over 83.5, got up to 84.5, but we got that, and Kyle's going to get his $19. I wish we would have puckered up a little more, but we don't talk about
we ain't worried about
things
it.
we didn't do. We just move
good.
forward with the great things in front of us, which is what Pat Murphy's telling them to do. So maybe we should listen into Pat Murphy and live our lives that way and inspire each other to have each other's backs. Right, Strofe? Like, you go out with bronchitis, which you are self-diagnosing yourself with. It was the funniest thing that I've heard in a long time this morning when I stopped by to talk to you.
I've had bronchitis before, and it was a lot like what I had going on. I didn't go to the doctor.
So you're a
I probably
doctor
should've.
now?
No,
No,
I'm not
wait.
claiming
So
that.
you said you had bronchitis?
I think I did. I'm not saying I did. but-
What was the other thing you had before? Oh, you had a kidney stone. Stop dying.
that one was diagnosed.
No, that would.
We talked to a doctor.
No, that doctor, he was a quack. No, let me not say that.
Whoa, that's
No,
the
we said
official KBN Nation doc.
Wait, we said his name on there. I'm sure he's a very good doctor.
And he was a great guy.
He was a great guy. He just misdiagnosed Strofe. He fell into the trap of Strofe giving him false information.
That might be true.
Did you ever see the kidney stone?
No.
No.
So it never passed.
It was so small
No,
that
he said it was so small you wouldn't see it.
but yet he was acting as if the thing was the size of like a
hurt
boulder.
a lot inside. It hurt
You
my
didn't
body.
even see it. So small that
do you
it
know
didn't-
like I
Why
dare
are we
you to
going
look
back to this?
because it's you.
Because
you're
you're
claiming
self-diagnosing
bronchitis.
yourself.
You're
Have
claiming.
you heard me the last 2 weeks? It's very likely I had bronchitis.
Well, you said it was
You said it was a Canadian smoke.
Yeah.
I think it evolved, and I got sicker and sicker.
now
Is there a
evolved.
connection between the wildfires turning to bronchitis?
Guys.
Look what you're doing right now.
I
Just
think
make stuff
I was
up.
sick. I think the Canadian wildfire started my cough. Then I got sick because I had a fever, and I had you can hear it in my sinuses still. So I was sick this past week. The prior week, I think it was just a cough from the wildfires. Now, this past week, on Friday when I took a day off, I had a fever of almost 102, which was not fun. I was shaking at 4 in the morning, and my lips or my teeth were
Almost
chattering.
102. My daughter had a 103 last week, and she recovered after some sleep, and she's back at it. She's tougher than you.
Here I am.
Days later. You know, you wouldn't last as a coal miner. You know,
Yeah, we
that?
talked about this earlier.
You
today.
couldn't move to West
I
Virginia.
agree. Yeah, no doubt.
Do you
You'd be
feel like
hacking
you've
up
do you
your
feel like
lungs.
you've
I'm not a
done
tough man.
Do you feel like you've done all the duties now that you've been back in your role today at full capacity?
All of our duties, like for the show.
All of Alex Strove's duties for the show, for your show, like have you fulfilled all of your duties?
I feel like I'm being tricked into something, and I don't know what I didn't do.
Exactly.
What didn't I do?
You didn't do something, and
Oh,
I'm
you're
not
right.
going to tell you.
It's
You're
on my
going to
calendar.
figure it out. You figured it out?
Wait a minute.
Yep.
There's something we do every Tuesday. We get together, we listen to a segment, and we try and get better.
It's on my calendar.
Oh, I mean, he's late on that quite a bit.
Yeah, and I'm
Not this late, typically.
Yeah. So
I'm
I
glad
had to
Tuesday
get at our
morning.
guy a little bit.
I mean, I was caught. Hand up, as you say, Bender. Pat
on the back.
Pat in the back. I've missed some of those emails, so I'm glad you reminded me.
Pick a number 1 through.
Oh, here we go.
1 through 16.
14 for the
I was thinking
Brewers
14
winning
too.
streak.
Oh, that's gonna be a
Down goes Michael Bush. Freddie Peralta threw 3. Cubs up 1-0. Most importantly,
Who up 1-0?
the Brewers are up 1-0.
Okay.
Freddie Peralta threw 3, but most importantly, as I'm about to mention, 39 pitches through 3.
Oh, good.
As Cade Horton, the rookie for the Cubs, was pulled through 2 1/3 with 61 pitches. So, knowing how taxed the Brewers bullpen is, a great start today from Freddie would be very much a very pleasant gift to this team as they have a doubleheader as well.
Got another one.
Got to play 2.
Chad Patrick's back. The guy with 2 names, first names.
2 first names. Patrick Chad Patrick. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Get us on the Carbless Talk and Text line, 800-990-3776. No Nortman, he'll be back soon. Micah Parsons, is this actually real? Ian Rappaport enters the conversation. I got a poll for you next segment, Strofe. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
And I'm like, you know what? Lola the Bunny was kind of strapped.
Okay, here's as far as I'm. All I'll be able to say is I get why Bugs was so love drunk over Lola. I get it.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Get ready, Milwaukee. ESPN Wisconsin is coming to Davidson Park. Join us live on Friday, August 22nd for Media Day at Rev and Rumble, presented by the Harley-Davidson Foundation. Jim, Matt, and Molly will be broadcasting from 2 to 5 p.m., followed by the Homer Hour from 5 to 6. Meet some of the amateur boxers before they step into the ring. Grab a photo and check out the park ahead of the big show. Then, don't miss the free Rev and Rumble Boxing Night on Saturday, August 23rd with top Midwest fighters, food trucks, drinks, family fun, and more. All from 3 to 8 p.m. Details and registration are at revandrumble.com.
My house has a new glow.
Kyle Wallace right now. Buy 2 windows and get 2 free. No interest for 5 whole years. Restrictions apply. Call 414-410-2000. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9. Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
For your next night out, revel in the fusion of artistry and flavor with sushi at St. Kate, offering guests an elevated experience where freshness and creativity converge in every bite. St. Kate the Arts Hotel introduces an exciting new sushi menu to its culinary repertoire. Indulge in the finest seafood, freshest ingredients, and expert craftsmanship for an inspired and delectable dining journey. Experience the art of sushi at St. Kate and learn more at stkatearts.com.
If you have back-to-school shopping to do, then you should make Macy's your first stop, because Macy's has back-to-school styles from brands like Nike and Jordan, must-have denim from Levi's and Good American, and now Macy's has Abercrombie Kids too. It's all in one place, all at great prices. And here's another reason to come in. If you're already at Macy's and you saved so much, you could stop by the fragrance counter and pick up something for yourself too. The best back-to-school styles are here now at Macy's.
You've still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Owe the IRS $10,000 or more in business or personal back taxes? Call the Tax Doctor now. Learn how to pay the IRS less. 800-430-3062. 800-430-3062.
At Tony Wendorf & Associates First Weber Group, we believe in the human side of real estate. For us, it's faith, family, and friends in that order. We live that every single day. I'm Tony Wendorf. We move fast, negotiate with confidence, and communicate clearly so our clients win. We operate from a place of gratitude, having donated nearly $200,000 back to our community since 2020. You deserve a team that delivers a luxury experience no matter the price point. Contact us today to get started. Tony Wendorf & Associates, trusted knowledge, superior service. Contact us at wendorfteam.firstweber.com.
Looking to heat up a career in HVAC? Dick & Trough Heating and Cooling in Milwaukee is now hiring HVAC installers and service technicians. Family owned and operated, Dick & Trough offers competitive wages, a 401k match, health insurance benefits, and a winning, positive team culture that sets them apart. This is more than a job. It's a chance to grow with a company that truly values its people. Apply now to become their newest team member at dickandtrough.com. Dick & Trough Heating and Cooling. Come see the difference. Apply at dickandtrough.com.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Sally, that feeling's coming around. Please don't go falling in love.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, no Bradley Nortman. Allegedly scheduled to appear back on the show on Monday of next week. Stroph's running the show. UKBN Nation, as always, can get us on the Carbless Talk and Text line. Less is more. 800-990-3776. We're on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison, keeping you updated on all things Brewers Cubs doubleheader. But there was a rumor going around that there was a trade offer in place, potentially, with Micah Parsons.
Pretty Ricky, baby. Pretty Ricky is back, Strofe. You missed him, our boy.
Pretty Ricky seemingly proven right on this one. Never an offer, but there were talks.
I love Pretty Ricky.
Rumors, schmoomers.
Well, what we're about to hear from Ian Rappaport is there was never an offer.
According to Ian Rappaport, but I'm pretty sure Pretty Ricky said there was something on the table.
I'm pretty sure we've been told not to reference Pretty Ricky on the air.
I'm just saying.
No, we have not.
I'm just
I
saying.
haven't been told that.
I'm just saying.
Our program director joined the show last year and told us not to talk about Pretty Ricky.
But, Strofe, when I mentioned it at the start of this segment, I said there was a rumor.
Well, I didn't say
that there was rumored there was an offer on the table.
I'm yelling at you.
I literally said his name in our meeting today, and he said, how about Pretty Rappaport?
Yeah.
So Ian Rappaport joined Pat McAfee. This is what Ian Rappaport had to confirm as a journalist of what's going on between the Green Bay Packers potentially and the Dallas Cowboys.
I would expect that the Packers would be among the teams interested. And I would say I would expect the Packers would be among the teams really interested.
Okay.
They have paid Jordan Love. They have a bunch of really good young players, but they haven't. There's some guys like Quay Walker they have not paid. Zach Tom they paid, but they have money to spend, and they are really good. And so, like, that's the kind of team that I would say, if Micah was going to be traded, that he'd be going to, because it's like, we need one final piece. This guy is an absolute dog. He's worth all the money, so pay him all the money. I mean, God only knows what Mulugeta would make that contract. It'd be all of it.
Not only interested, really interested, according to Ian Rappaport, is what the Packers would be for Micah Parsons. Now, we can put it up on the poll because I've been very much of the camp that this isn't going to happen, because I still think the most likely scenario is that he just ends up working it out, even though he's pretty disgruntled in Dallas. What % chance do you give Micah Parsons to the Packers? 0? 1 to 25? 26 to 50, or greater than 50? Because it's hard for me to put something like this greater than 50%. 800-990-3776, the Carbless Talking text line.
Yeah, I mean, it's 26 to 50% now. I mean, listen, this you could say what you want to say about somebody on social media saying there was an offer on the table, but once the big boys like Ian is talking about the fact that the Green Bay Packers should be a team that is looking into them, you got to follow the tea leaves, and this would be an excellent move. I've talked about it before. Ed policy is new, and this is a great thing about new people and change. Is when they come in, they want to establish themselves. They want to think about their legacy, and Ed policy is thinking about his legacy. And with that, I feel like maybe he's not going to meddle too much, but he's going to ask questions about, hey, we should really check on this guy. We should check on that guy. And what are we waiting for? If we want to win championships, this guy can put us over the top. And when you look at how good that Micah Parsons has been, he has been a monster. We're talking about, oh, we hope Rashawn Gary's this, we hope Rashawn Gary is that. Do you realize that he has been in the league for, I think, 3 or 4 seasons less than Rashawn Gary? And guess what? He has more sacks than Rashawn Gary. He's been top 3 for Defensive Player of the Year 3 times, and he's only been in the NFL for 4 seasons. His rookie year, he was a defensive MVP finalist. His rookie year, he is an absolute animal. And the biggest thing about him,
you're talking like it's above the 50% right now, based off your excitement.
Well, Ed Policy needs to talk to Goody about this, because at the end of the day, as Ian said, we have the money to be able to do this, right? What are we waiting for? This is a type of guy who is really a generational talent.
Here's a guy
that you don't often see potentially out there on the market, right? We clamored for T.J. Watt, and we talked about Myles Garrett, and what happened?
Trey Hendrickson. The news is as well is that they're fielding offers again.
But the thing is Myles Garrett and T.J. Watt are elite. Trey Hendrickson is very, very good player. He's
but we can sacks.
But he wasn't elite his entire career.
But he's also older, which doesn't fit the Packers' plans to pay somebody that much at that age.
T.J. Watt and Myles Garrett, they burst onto the scene. Those guys are Hall of Famers, right? Micah Parsons is in the same vein as those two guys. Those guys don't become available. They've been on the same team their entire career. Why? It's because those teams value them. If Jerry Jones makes the mistake and not valuing Micah Parsons and thinking, oh, well, he's hurt a little bit, he's nicked up, he's banged up, bring that boy over here. I would love to have Micah Parsons on this team, because he would make everybody on the defensive line so much better. He could be a game record, man, and that could be the missing piece the Packers need in order to win a Super Bowl this year.
What % chance do you think this actually happens? Micah Parsons to the Packers. 0%, 1 to 25, 26 to 50, or greater than 50? Kyle's in the 26 to 50, but he sure talked like it was greater than 50%.
I mean, you got to know who we working with
now.
I'm
not saying him say anything wrong. You really got excited. Jamie/Jaime in Orlando says 25% tops.
Oh, come on, Jaime. Come on, let's get a little bit higher.
Goody doesn't trade picks and pay guys. That's the double whammy.
Okay, so
Really quiet, silent pause from you.
No, because here's the thing. I'm not going to challenge when people are being factual. That's very true. Like, we don't see him trading for guys, and I don't recall the Green Bay Packers in my lifetime trading for somebody and then giving them an extension. Like, I just haven't seen that happen. But you have to make some exceptions, and this could be the ultimate exception. He is Reggie White. Like, he legitimately will be our Reggie White. You were able to draft Clay Matthews, who was able to become a great player for you, but you haven't been able to find that type of guy yet. And so being able to get Micah Parsons can make a huge difference for this football team, this organization. But more importantly, you can lock him up for years to come. So now you talk about that championship window of Jordan Love. That window is even more wide open when you have your El Captain of the offense in Jordan Love and an up-and-coming bright star in Matthew Golden. And on the defensive side of football, you have Xavier McKinney and you have Micah Parsons. Dude, that team right there, that immediately puts the Green Bay Packers right behind the Philadelphia Eagles as the second best team in the NFC.
Stop dreaming, Kyle. Less than zero available because Goody isn't giving up draft picks and doesn't want to be proven wrong that his players he drafted aren't that good.
Do y'all care about draft picks? Like, for real, KBN Nation, I want to know, do you care about draft picks? Do you care about these first-round draft picks?
I think fans are more open to trading them than organizations are.
Organizations trade them all the time. The Philadelphia Eagles
Or,
traded
excuse me, when I said organizations,
you mean the Packers?
traditionally the Green Bay Packers.
Because look what the Eagles did. They traded for A.J. Brown, and guess what?
The Packers aren't the Eagles, dude.
But we should want to be the Eagles.
Well, they also had a quarterback and a rookie contract at that point. The Packers no longer have that.
But they won the Super Bowl after that, too.
They did. I'm not disagreeing with you. I obviously, that swing worked for them. I'm in agreement with you on that, but I think situationally it was a little bit different. To Rappaport's point, you do have the cap space. You definitely have the money available, but then that obviously leads to some other difficult decisions. You likely don't have Quay Walker after this year, though.
Who gives a damn?
That's a good response.
I'm so Quay Walker, he misses quite a few.
I truly believe, and maybe this is my fan brain speaking, you tell me, I think Edgerrin Cooper and Quay Walker have the potential to be the best 1-2 linebacker punch in the league.
You're a Packers fan. You can't go through all 32 other teams to figure out what their duos are. You're just a Packers fan.
I don't disagree.
No, that's what I'm saying. You're just close to it. You're close to it. That's simply what it is. They're not going to be the best 1-2 duo. Now, could they be great?
Now,
sure.
Yeah, and you have the evidence, Strofe, already against you. They're making Quay Walker play this season to figure out if they do want to extend him or not by not picking up his fifth-year option, giving him an out if he's not who they want him to be, which would be hard to be one of the best duos in the NFL for a second-year guy and a guy that you chose not to lock up.
If they did lock him up, no. I think it's more so if they were to lock him up. Rather, if they were to pick up the fifth-year option, it's a lot more expensive than maybe they can get him on a long-term deal. So this
not
financially
if they're the best linebacker duo in football.
No,
then it would have been smart to lock him in.
They might not be able to afford him, but also
yes, I'm confused
if Micah Parsons
here.
is on this defense, they're not going to afford him either way. So.
Packer backer is full force right now.
You should have heard me on Mr. Irrelevant today. Because
they won a preseason game and you go Wally World?
Preseason game was awful.
I finally have energy for the first time in like a week because I'm not like super sick anymore. So
you've lost your damn mind?
Well, I watched the entire preseason game, which was probably my first issue on Saturday, and I'm just so ready for football. I mean, I'm thinking, look, Bo Melton, he actually might be the best fourth quarterback in football.
Oh, God bless America. Oh, man. Someone who's been doing something a long time is Rich Eisen, and it will be the first time in over 20 years that Rich Eisen's going to anchor SportsCenter tonight.
Oh, wow.
Think about that. The 10 Central edition tonight.
You should run there.
Great. This is SportsCenter with Eisen when he with the boxer. He was like doing a live SportsCenter. They went to commercial break. They had what's his name? Lou, the trainer. No, the trainer. Like slap him in the face. He's like, I can't go back out there. Boom, he's back out there. Rich Eisen back with ESPN. Follow his stuff. He's gonna be on ESPN Radio, the Disney Plus and everything that the ESPN Extra, everything. Subscription service called because I know we're going away from ESPN Plus.
It's called ESPN.
Yeah. ESPN. Rich Eisen, big part of it. Yeah, tune in. Correct. 10 Central tonight. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, no Brad Nortman. 0% chance is leading the poll right now.
You said what?
0% chance is leading the poll right now.
I'm sure, because listen, this is a fan base that has grown accustomed to the fact that this fan base has grown accustomed to the fact that we do not make moves. So hopefully we get surprised. If you said years ago that the Bucks would trade for Drew Holiday, it would have been a 0% chance as well. So,
how do we think the Rich Eisen plug went there, Benny?
I think you should not send that to anyone internally.
I won't. Here, I would just say this. I saw the news this morning that Rich Eisen, this will be the first time in 20 years he's hosted
I
Sports
said
Center.
that!
But, like, for me, I'm 26.
Yeah, you were eating...
And I was already watching... That mic
just dropped
and
right in front of us.
It. There's ghosts. See, this is why I refer to the magic of the Brewers, man.
He hit the table.
Yeah,
it was.
He goes, I would like you to send that to nobody.
It was bad.
Please no.
It was bad.
It's wedding week. I want to have a good week.
You said. Well, I mean,
you are on the show today and tomorrow and Wednesday, correct? You're off Thursday?
Yeah.
All right. My goal is to have at least 2 special guests per day the next 2 days.
Oh, you're going to do something cute for my wedding on the show?
I don't know if cute's the word.
Okay, great. Wheel of Strofe. Make it good and get out of this jam, Freddie.
of Strofe.
Next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
That is completely unacceptable. It is unacceptable for a team to
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable. Is acceptable? Unacceptable?
Unacceptable.
Unaccessible. Wait,
what?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I think one of the things that patients don't realize is that when they get a joint replacement, that's not a lifetime treatment option. And they're probably, if they are a younger patient, signing up for multiple surgeries down the road.
As a physician and medical director for QC Kinetics, Dr. Caravelli's seen a pattern of trending joint pain. Prolonged medication, steroids, then surgery, possibly another surgery.
So a lot of our patients are trying to avoid or put off surgery, and this is the treatment that can help them do that.
QC Kinetics extracts your body's healing substances, concentrates them back into your aching joints to help heal and restore those areas, providing lasting relief.
Oh, I love being able to tell my patients, before we do this surgery, let's try another option. Let's see if this is right for you, because now they might not have to have surgery at all.
Call today for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
Imagine your home totally organized. At Closets by Design, we specialize in providing affordable, custom-built storage solutions with built-ins and beyond, from garages to new home offices. Our experienced designers work within your budget to design a solution fit perfectly to your needs. Get 40% off plus an additional 15% with 18-month financing. Visit closetsbydesign.com or call 1-800-BY-DESIGN to get started. Let's get organized together.
Hi, this is John Neal, CPA and founder of the Neal Group. You may have heard Congress pass the One Big Beautiful Bill which President Trump campaigned on, leaving the non-tax parts out. What does the law mean for business? To be honest, less than you think. There are larger deductions for purchasing equipment and other fixed assets in the year of purchase. The Qualified Business Deduction, or QBID, is now a permanent deduction for partnerships and S corporations. Remember the 1099-K back and forth? The minimum amount for issuing 1099-Ks, which are typically from credit card companies or e-commerce sites like Amazon or Shopify, will now be $20,000. Call us now for a free consultation to see how you may be affected by the new law. Call 414-325-2040 now. You earned it. We help you keep it. That's 414-325-2040 or nealgroup.net.
The dance of sunlight on water.
Shimmering, sparkling, beautiful, hypnotic. Houses that overlook a gorgeous body of water are the most highly desired houses in the world.
The Bellamare collection of fine jewelry features classic white diamonds flanked and surrounded by rare and exotic blue diamonds.
Bellamare means beautiful water. Bellamare, sunlight on water, glimmering and twinkling.
The dance is enticing.
The look is spectacular. The impact is exciting.
Blue and white diamonds created in the heart of Mother Nature
will dance and sing on the body of a glittering, sparkling woman. Bellamare. This blue and white beauty of sunlight on water
should be worn on the fingers,
the wrist, the neck, and the ears
of the woman you love.
The Bellamare collection is available only at Kessler's. We do diamonds better because diamonds are what we do.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Game Night 04 Events by Design. Events like appreciation parties and retreats can go a long way towards boosting morale and retaining top talent. Events by Design is your go-to creative partner for employee events that truly make an impact. They help leaders retain top talent by making their people feel seen, valued, and celebrated. The creative team at Events by Design does all the planning and production, making sure things not only look great, but also work. Make a smart investment in your culture today. Search online, Events by Design. They design, you party.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
It's time now for our self-diagnosed doctor. You can bring that in here. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Alex Strofe, who has had kidney stones self-diagnosed, bronchitis self-diagnosed.
Now stop it. You self-diagnosed yourself before, and you led the doctor believe that you also had it.
800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and text line. Less is more. Let's hit the wheel of Strofe.
It's time for the
Wheel of Strofe.
Another day, another buckaroonie on the wheel of Strofe as Ben gets a sign taped to his chest that says, yes, it's a big week.
Literally, when I went upstairs during the break, somebody goes, hey, big week, huh? And I was like, that's it, I'm done.
Who said it?
Michael Spalding, content director, 620 WTMJ.
We love Spalds, though.
Love him, but it was the straw that broke the camel's back.
I hear you on that.
I mean, yeah, it's a little different when you work with the love of your life.
Wheel of Strofe.
I concur.
That should be on the wheel. I don't know how y'all do it. Don't know how. That's too much.
You know what?
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about that, huh? You want to talk about it?
Let's talk about it.
Because I love my baby, but let me tell you.
So I guess my girlfriend also works here. So I don't know. I don't know if we've ever explicitly said that on the air though.
My fiance's worked here. Yeah.
Yeah. So
you poop where you eat, both of you?
Yes, we both poop where we eat.
See, but I don't look at it that way. I think we eat
where we poop.
Where we poop.
Yeah, look at it that way. So I've never, and I don't know for you, I guess. You guys have been together quite a bit longer than we have. We've been together a little over a year and a half.
Yeah, we've had a daughter together for a year and a half.
I guess I don't know how long you guys were together before then, because it was a secret for a long time, at least because I lived in Madison.
Oh wow, yeah.
There was some on off, yeah.
No, it's a secret that y'all are together.
I have never.
Was it?
I've never.
People didn't know.
I guess where I find peace, Kyle, is I have never worked directly with her. Like she works for a different team than like I work for ESPN Milwaukee. She works for a different team.
Oh, stop!
No, this is the same thing.
Like so,
my fiance works on the other side of the office.
But y'all,
at one
with the
point,
same
she
people.
did have something to do with like some sales assets that I'm a part of, and like we'd be in meetings, and it was.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, because of
I would
course
struggle with that.
And look, this whole thing's weird. The best man in my wedding is also
your boss.
My boss's boss.
Good old Scalzo.
Who I did a show with, who also like knows my fiance. They work together, and we were all in meetings together, and it was very weird. That was weird.
It should be fun. You can be lighthearted. You can say
like it's
things.
also business. So like you gotta,
Business is fun when you have pleasure with it. Obviously, you both know that.
But we met. We met a while, like 2019.
Oh wow!
But at a work event.
At a work event, but I didn't know who the hell she was.
Did you know she worked for the team at that time?
No, I didn't know who she was.
You just spotted from across
That's
the room.
exactly what happened to me.
We laid eyes, and she couldn't take her eyes off.
Couldn't take. But did she know who Ben Brust was?
No idea.
She didn't know who Ben Brust was.
No idea. Then the pandemic hit, so we were away from each other for like a year and a half, 2 years, and then I moved to Milwaukee in 2021. She moved from St. Louis to here, and then we reconnected, and the rest is history.
Listen, let this be a lesson, okay? If you get mad at this, then you can dump it. Don't let your current situation mess up the love of your life.
What's wrong with that?
I'm just saying, don't let nobody out. That's for anybody out here. This man was in love. He knew in 2019 when he laid eyes on his future Mrs. Brust, he said, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna marry her."
Well,
I don't know if that's
I don't know if that would be.
You were a little bit too immature
true.
with your body.
Yeah. No,
that's what your body told you.
Maturity-wise,
that's what his body
That is what his body told
That's what my body told him. My mind was not mature enough. I mean, she wouldn't care if I said this. I mean, it was a college game day in Wisconsin. That's where love is found. We were making out behind the toppers.
Oh wow! Whoa! Time out. Was this after on duty or off duty?
Clearly off duty. Clearly. Why else would they be outside of a Toppers?
Where was Toppers at?
Regent Street, late night after a football game. Yeah.
Wow, Dowden, just nasty. But y'all knew y'all worked for each other. Y'all all nasty.
It's a very similar story for me, but I'm not getting married this week, so.
You gonna save your story for your wedding week.
Yeah,
your big week.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like I have nothing to hide now.
It's happening. Look, y'all done had a baby, you getting married, everybody.
You know what? Had Elizabeth listened to Scalzo and Brust at that point?
She did.
No. Mm-hmm. She said you just said she didn't know who you were.
Oh, not prior to us meeting, but while we were away from each other and I was seeing somebody else.
That's why I said don't let your current situation get in the way you finding the love of your life.
Were you single during the Toppers incident?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You made that sound like you weren't.
No. Now, why would you say even
because
if you
he said he was seeing
that's a
someone
bad
else.
friend.
Yo, look at this man. This is what he dry stitching, even though there's nothing to stitch about.
He just said, although I was seeing somebody else.
In between. You gotta listen.
Follow. Kyle got it.
Yeah.
Even if you can't follow, try and follow. Even though it's all fine. But gosh,
I ain't telling him.
You can't.
You can't tell him.
What Loose Lips McGee over there.
I'm not stitching.
You're just not for the boys. That's what it is.
You don't ask this man on radio. Wait a minute. No, this man is on radio in front of a lot of people who are listening and watching. No, you didn't need to clarify. You didn't need to say all that. Talk about. So wait, were you talking to somebody else?
You were double dipping. What's wrong with you?
No, he didn't say that.
I did not. You can play the tape back. I didn't say that because that's not what happened.
Strofe is he messy. He messy.
Why do you think there's been times I've kicked him out of our show prep room and he gets mad because I tell people things that I don't want him to hear?
The funniest thing is one time you kicked him out the room. And like a couple days later, he got told something, and then he spilled it within hours.
Yes, you did. You got loose lips, buddy.
Oh,
a sink ship.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that was bad on me. I can wear that one.
After literally being upset.
Hey, you were guilty too.
No, yeah, you dragged me down. You sure did. I was like, oh, dang it.
He has no problem doing that. This has been a fun Wheel of Strofe. Any other brain busters about my relationship before I get married since Friday?
It's been a Wheel of Kyle. You got anything else?
No, I mean, that one, I just, because he said he works with his fiance, and it just seems rough. And when I say that, like for me, I go home and I cannot wait to get home to debrief with baby girl and just tell her my whole, everything that I went through. She's not here this week, so I'm gonna be very lonely.
You staying at the
Give me a call.
Wednesday night, I'm going there.
Give me a call. During wedding week, I'd be happy to fill your problems.
Though, Kyle. The nice part is when I'm debriefing, I don't have to explain the characters in the story. Whereas, somebody that doesn't work for us, they would have no idea.
You have to talk even deeper.
Right, I'd have to explain who Kyle Wallace is. When I get home, I can just say, oh, well, Kyle pissed me off today, like he does every day.
Well, they already know all the characters after the first time. And then the best thing when they get to see the characters, they're like,
but that's the thing. They see the characters as well. They see you, the character, in the flesh every day.
Then they have their own opinions.
Ben, I'm really sorry about that a few months ago, by the way.
Dude, it's been out of my mind for the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, but I felt so guilty about that for so long.
Oh. That, yeah, you're just an idiot, and it's not even that big of a deal.
But, it proved you right that you can't tell me things, and that made me upset.
I know.
Yeah, but, you and I work so closely, I feel like you should be able to tell me things.
No!
I think I'm getting better.
Well, I don't know.
But here's the thing. In 4 years, maybe you'll be there.
I don't want to wait for 4 years.
Well, actions over words, buddy, because right now your words are hurting you.
Well, I'm going to take my pants off for you on Friday.
I got asked if I was going to take my pants off at the wedding, and I was like, what are you talking about? I'm not participating in that. It's gross.
The last song of the night, Piano Man, Wisconsin basketball tradition.
A lot of legs.
You drop your pants. I dance with my wife in the middle, and everyone around in a circle.
So wait, all these men with their pants at their ankles in front of your wife?
Yeah.
So many thoughts just went through my mind. I'm just going to keep them there. Y'all some weirdos.
So you will not be participating?
No.
Why not? Everyone who doesn't participate.
He just said something in my ear. You cannot say that on the radio.
I know exactly what he's trying to say. And I think the rest of the audience could probably figure it out.
The nasties. But I'm going to be there, though.
Hi, you're not naked.
What happened?
What do you mean?
Durbin, homer, left center, 2-0. Brewers.
How about that play Caleb Durbin made yesterday? Dog. You got folks on the Reds who can't complete a double play, and then you have Durbin literally bobble, catch, throw out. Man, it's ridiculous.
Kyle, how much money do I have to pay you to participate in Piano Man?
$150.
Okay.
That's how much I'm giving Ben.
That's your wedding gift? That's how much I'm giving Ben, too.
Yeah. I'll drop my draws for $150. Now, I can be bought.
Okay. There needs more context. You're dropping your pants, not your draws.
Oh, did I say draws?
Get out of here.
I guess.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
I was like, it's the 4-1 4-hour at 4. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like the kid who got picked on the sports team. I was like, oh, you want me? No way.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on August 19th.
Turio sends it deep to left, and there she goes.
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Chicago Cubs.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness. Third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Delta Dental of Wisconsin. Tune in August 19th at 7:05 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Milwaukee baseball was born in the Emerald City, but any ties to the Pacific Northwest were cut loose decades ago. Pella has an interesting history as well. Born in Pella, Iowa, but their century-long history of crafting quality windows and doors there continues to this day. Designed with innovation and rigorously tested for quality and performance, get long-term energy savings and durability that lasts for years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Order by August 31st and get 0% interest for up to 5 years. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Step right up and gaze into my crystal ball. I see flashing lights, spinning reels, and a big win. This August, you have a ticket to a cash carnival at Potawatomi. Play with your rewards card and earn entries to win your share of $300,000 in cash and prizes. Prize drawings every Thursday through August 28th. Your fortune awaits only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Looking to heat up a career in HVAC? Dick & Trough Heating and Cooling in Milwaukee is now hiring HVAC installers and service technicians. Family owned and operated, Dick & Trough offers competitive wages, a 401k match, health insurance benefits, and a winning, positive team culture that sets them apart. This is more than a job. It's a chance to grow with a company that truly values its people. Apply now to become their newest team member at dickandtrough.com. Dick & Trough Heating and Cooling. Come see the difference. Apply at dickandtrough.com.
Dr. Aaron Holtebeck and his team at Holtebeck Eye Center make vision care a top priority. They are your premium provider for eye care and corrective eye surgeries. Dr. Holtebeck has been helping local patients with their eye care needs for over 20 years. Dr. Nausheen Abbas joined the Holtebeck Eye Center team last September, and her practice philosophy is to provide patient-centered medicine by giving all options. Located in Brookfield near the corner of Calhoun and Capitol. Learn more about their services at holtebeck.com.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
Get ready for a free fight night, Milwaukee. Rev and Rumble Boxing Night is coming to Davidson Park on Saturday, August 23rd. Watch top amateur fighters from across the Midwest go head-to-head in a night of non-stop action. Enjoy local food trucks, drinks, and exclusive merch, plus family fun like face painting and retro video games. That's Rev and Rumble Boxing Night at Davidson Park. Free for all ages from 3 to 8 p.m. on Saturday, August 23rd. Learn more and register at revandrumble.com.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9. Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Through 5, Freddie Peralta. 1 hit, 3 walks, 6 Ks. 84 pitches. My guess is that they're going to throw him out there. It is going to be 2, 3, 4 in the bottom of the 6, but you got to give him a chance to get through that 6th, knowing how many arms you used over the weekend, and this is a doubleheader. 2-0 Brewers right now over the Cubs. Vaughn, Perkins, Frelick, Dew. It's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman with you, KBN Nation, at 800-990-3776. The Carbless talk and text line list is more. Get us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Now, Kyle got away this weekend. Got to hang with the family, head out to Denver. And, you know, you got a cousin that we've talked about before. He used to be a linebacker for the Wisconsin Badgers, went over to Michigan State, transferred, and he's trying to make the Denver Broncos.
He is. Shout out to my little cousin, Jordan Turner. Went down to Denver to watch him compete. Boy, I tell you, Sean Payton knows how to run an organization. I'll tell you that much. They got a personality. They want to beat everybody. And, and he performed well, and we're very excited about him.
You're doing the I'm really humble thing. Well, let's get a raw reaction because we know we know that Kyle isn't just this cool, calm, collected guy, as we've had videos of him reacting to Kenny Clark get drafted. And really? Well, his cousin made a great sack, and he recorded it on his phone. Take a listen to this passion.
No sound, Stroke.
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about, boy! Yeah!
Yeah, we're passionate folks, man. We're passionate folks. You hear my mom in the background.
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about, boy! Yeah!
Did she say that because you said that?
Probably. She's not a sports galley like that, but she absolutely loves her little
Kyle,
nephew.
Strofe thinks you lie about your cousins.
Yeah, I don't know why Strofe thinks I lie. He literally said, "Now, is this your real cousin?"
Yeah, he was like,
"Everybody."
How are you related? And Kyle gave you way too good of an answer. I just been like, it's my cousin. It's one of my parents.
You've hung out with Kyle enough. This guy's got 300 cousins.
Okay,
that's the way a family tree works. Wait a minute. That's the way families work, Strofe. You have three. You probably got 300 cousins. Who knows? You might be one of the kissing cousins from Denmark.
Whoa. Whoa. That was an unnecessary shot.
I mean, you never know.
No, I have 8 cousins.
No, you have more than that. You legitimately.
But when you talk about cousins, do you talk about second cousins as cousins?
Yes. I mean, I can't decipher.
I don't talk
all
to
that.
my second cousins.
I can't decipher all that. My grandparents had family members and they had cousins, and then we know each other. What am I supposed to do?
So your family's much more tight knit than mine, is I guess the point I'm making. I talk to my immediate cousins. I don't even talk to all my immediate cousins. My aunt has 2 kids. My other aunt has 2 kids, and my uncle has 3 kids.
I had trouble figuring out my immediate cousin's last name since they remarried.
Shows you how close they are, Kyle.
I was Googling when we were doing the list back at a coffee shop like 6 months ago.
Sounds like they deserve an invite.
I know that they were like their original name, but once they marry, it's like,
Well, of course you know their original name. Brust. Spoiler alert.
Or the mom's side name.
When did they become this?
Become what?
That's what you said.
I knew that. I just I couldn't remember.
Were you at those weddings?
Yeah. Like right now,
That's
I'm
crazy.
thinking of one
That's
cousin.
crazy.
Hey, welcome to the Smith wedding. You're like, yeah, I don't remember.
No, I'm trying to one of my cousins, obviously female, married a male. What? Got it. Blackburn. So then Kyle made this outrageous statement during the break.
Oh yeah, I said my cousin Junior Parker is like one of the godfathers of rock and roll. He helped invent rock and roll.
How can a cousin be a godfather?
He like a godfather.
How old is this cousin? 75?
Well, I'll have
What's his name?
I'll have you know, Junior Parker died years ago. And if you heard of somebody named Elvis Presley, there's a song called "Mystery Train" by Elvis Presley. Anybody ever
Died
heard
in 1971.
He died a long time ago.
That's your cousin?
What do you mean, he's my cousin? Yeah, he's my cousin.
That's not your cousin.
He's older than your parents.
That's my grandpa's cousin.
That would be your
your eighth
great
cousin.
uncle.
That's my how would my grandpa's cousin be my uncle? Make that make sense. make that make sense.
That's a really good point.
No, that's my
but
cousin.
the point remains, he died when Strofe?
He died.
1971.
I'm not laughing at him dying.
You laughing at my cousin who's like, thanks to him, thank you to him because y'all, and I say y'all, I mean America, wouldn't have Elvis Presley if it wasn't for my cousin Junior Parker. You look it up. Look it up.
You said you just learned this?
I just learned this weekend. One of my
You're very
You're really
defensive.
close with your cousins.
Well, he's dead, so I wouldn't know. But the crazy thing is this.
He was also dead for 25 years before you were born.
So we were down in Detroit. We were down in Denver, but I got family who lives in Denver as well. And so my cousin, older cousin, she just got married. She's like 55. She just got married to this guy who he loved blues and all this. And he said, your cousin's was one of the pioneers of rock and roll. I said, really? He said, yeah, Junior Parker. He gave the song, the song Mystery Train that he gave to Elvis Presley. That was his song. He gave it to Elvis. Yeah, he worked with Elvis Presley. And I said, really? I said, Dad, you didn't tell me I had a cousin named Junior Parker who's like a godfather of rock and roll? He said, oh, yeah, we know Junior. I said, what do you... We know Junior. Yeah, he used to come over to the house all the time when he was traveling in Chicago. Is this him?
My cousin. This is him or Elvis Presley?
This is him. This is Junior Parker Mystery Train.
Look at my cousin.
Is he well known?
He's got a Wikipedia page.
Does anybody know Junior Parker? 800-990-3776. Kyle didn't know him before yesterday, but apparently it's his cousin.
He's in the Blues Hall of Fame as well as the Mississippi Musicians Hall of Fame.
Damn!
Come on, I told y'all.
The Blues Hall of Fame?
I tried to tell y'all.
I'm still confused by the relation.
He died at age 39.
Yeah, my cousin. It's my grandpa's cousin. My grandpa's little cousin. He didn't come up and get food. He moved to Chicago for a little bit.
He died in Blue Island, Illinois.
Yes.
It's adding up.
Why would I lie?
I still don't know how he's your cousin.
I never said you were lying. He's not your cousin.
How many? Okay.
He's your grandpa's cousin.
So y'all do realize. So what would that make him to me? If my grandpa's cousin.
Like a 10th cousin.
Okay, but you said 10th, and what's the word after that?
I mean, it's a technicality.
No, it's not.
Here's what I'm learning. Kyle is more of a believer in the family tree than everybody else in the world.
Ooh, listen to my cousin sing. Look at him. He's been playing the blues, but Hall of Famer, baby.
I like this.
Yeah, and Elvis Presley. So this song did take off with him, but then they changed it up and they used a riff from one of his other songs, and they gave it to Elvis in Mystery Train by Elvis. There you go. You're welcome, America. You're welcome. Ooh, listen to that boy sing.
I'm listening. It's your cousin, your 20th cousin.
It is. Play the Elvis version at some point.
We'll be back in 2 minutes.
How is he your cousin?
He's not, but he is.
That is my cousin.
It's not, but he is. Let's just go with that. We're going to lose this battle, Strofe. Kyle's going to go to war for his cousin he just found about this weekend. I looked up the Potawatomi odds for the Packers-Lions game. Because, all the injuries had me thinking, did that line move? It did. I'll tell you how much and how much confidence you should have in week 1 as the Brewers are threatening against the Cubs. In 2 minutes, we'll be back.
Hey, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. Build a customized renter's policy with American Family Insurance so you can protect your tandem bike on the go. Thief! Oh, he is struggling with that two-seater. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Some exclusions may apply. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Back to school means back to savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. Right now, get $3,000 off your roofing, your siding, your windows, or your bath project during the fall savings event. Don't wait. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com to claim your $3,000 savings and book your free estimate. Exterior Pros and Baths, Wisconsin's trusted home improvement experts. Trust the pros.
Discover Proof Pizza at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. In the heart of Milwaukee's Theater District, this modern pizzeria delivers Neapolitan-style pies, a bold grill menu, and old-school hospitality in a sleek, art-inspired setting. Whether you're craving a quick lunch or a relaxed evening bite, Proof Pizza is your go-to downtown destination. Dine in, unwind, and savor flavor that hits just right. And here's a tip. If you mention Jen Latta, you'll receive 10% off your order. Learn more at stkatearts.com.
Looking for a new car, truck, or SUV? Take the nearest exit to Ewald Automotive for 2025 model year clearance pricing. Save over $14,000 or get 0% financing. All makes, all models. Over 700 2025s in stock with model year clearance pricing. And with the Ewald low price guarantee, we'll beat your best price on a new vehicle by $500 or we'll give you $500 cash. Only at the Ewald model year clearance sales event. When they're gone, they're gone. Select model, we've got to see dealer details. Expires month end.
You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee, a Good Karma Brands radio station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
The Brewers are doing Brewers things right now. Frelick scored on a throwing error by the pitcher as Joey Ortiz reached on infield single. Second and third, 2 outs for Terang. Brewers up 3-0 right now.
Let's go.
Pile on Bryce if you can. It's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. No Nortman. Strofe running the show. UKBN Nation at 800-990-3776. That's the Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more. Yes, Kyle?
Junior Parker is my dad's first cousin. Just had to clear that up. My brother just texted me.
So
not your grandpa's
it's my grandpa's sister's son. That's what it was.
It's getting more confusing.
It's
by
my
the
dad's
moment.
first cousin. You know your
What
dad's
year was
first
your
cousin.
dad born in?
1950. Well, don't worry about that.
well, Junior Parker it is?
Yes.
He's born in the 1930s.
Okay, and listen, my grandpa was a little bit older when he had my daddy, and that's what it was.
Yeah, he's just.
What are you talking about? My grandpa, he laid seeds early and late.
Don't be so confused.
I'm a little confused by that sentence.
You've Pat Murphy.
Oh, good point.
Yeah, exactly.
We just went through his tree.
Mm-hmm.
Some early, some late.
My grandpa was like Pat Murphy. He was a dog.
On and off the field. 800-990-3776. Didn't get another in from Terang, but still 3-0 Brewers heading into the bottom half of the sixth. Jordan Love practicing. He's practicing. That's a big development. That quick after surgery.
Let's get it.
Brewers, let's get it. Let's hear about Jordan Love and his status right now as we look into the Green Bay Packers' future.
Hopefully get him back in some capacity into practice. We kind of just went through everything. We're going to alter some things to allow him to get involved. Do my favorite 7-on-7 that I absolutely despise, but in some instances it's good. So I'd rather have him do that than just throw on air. So we'll incorporate some 7-on-7 into practice.
That Matt Lafleur on the plans. Jordan Love obviously did practice And it got me thinking as I looked at Potawatomi Sportsbook. The initial line that came out for Week 1, 325 for the opening game against the Detroit Lions was the Packers favored, -2.5. And I was thinking to myself, all right, there's been quite a plethora of injuries. We know the wide receiver room's pretty injured. Xavier McKinney, a big name, was doing some work off to the side, which is a good sign, that he's not just standing around or not even outside in the building just doing treatment. Jordan Love back out there. So what did feel, and again, no injury is good because you do want them out there as much as possible. It is down to -1.5. So the Packers are still favored from 2.5 to 1.5. So it's basically a pick 'em when you look at Week 1. If you were to pick a side right now, would you be taking the Packers or the Lions? Because basically it's to win, other than winning by 1 wouldn't cover for you.
I mean, we're talking about right now, and that's based off what I have seen. And what I have seen from the Green Bay Packers is a lot of guys hitting, the side on bicycles, or guys in boots, or guys walking out of practice. And in order to beat a team like the NFC North defending back-to-back champions, you need to be healthy, and you need to be practicing, and you need to be on one accord. And for me, I don't know if the Green Bay Packers are going to be on one accord because I haven't seen them together. So, yes, I am a Packer backer. I love my Packers. And make sure you tune in, the week before the game, because then you'll know exactly how I feel based off of that. But based off the information that I have and what I've seen, last time I saw this offense, it didn't look great, right? Last time I saw the first-team defense together, they didn't look pretty great either. And so for me, I have to go based off the information that's been presented, and right now it would have to be the Lions as the favorite in that game. Easily. I mean, they beat the heck out of the team in the Dolphins. The joint practice.
Yeah, I mean, it's to me, it's less about what they've done in this preseason with all the changes they had to their staff, and more about the talent, right? Like the talent that they have, and they're much healthier, obviously. It's hard for me to and I feel like I've been fairly optimistic about the Packers this offseason, because I truly believe with Matt Lafleur and the pieces that they have had coming into the season, with the amount of time they've been with the team, the excuses were running out for this offense not to be clicking. I still will be one of the doubters of the defensive line until they give me a reason not to doubt in regular season games.
10 sacks against the Colts during the joint practice.
Yeah, again, like I mentioned, till I see it in a regular season game on a consistent basis. Man. The Lions are so damn talented, and it's such a tough spot Week 1 for a team that Jordan Love is doing 7-on-7s, right? Even Matt Lafleur is speaking to the limitations that he's going to have to go to. He admits that he doesn't even like the fact that they do that, but it is better that he's out there throwing in some more action than just throwing on the side. But then you have the plethora of injuries to the wide receivers against a really talented team that's going to put up points. They're going to put up points on the Packers, despite how good you think Jeff Hafley and this defense can be. I'm a little worried about Week 1.
Ooh, worried. So you asked me. Yeah, I know. You asked me about how I feel now. I'm not worried about Week 1 quite yet. You got 3 weeks until Week 1 coming.
I can tell you why.
What have the Packers done against the Lions over the last 3 years?
Compete, and beat.
Get beat.
Compete. That as well. Compete, and beat. They beat the Lions in the last 2 seasons. They went down to Detroit and smacked them.
Other than Thanksgiving.
They still
1-3.
Yeah, but it was. One of the games wasn't too competitive. The one where they came here and they beat the heck out of us. But I think both games last year were pretty competitive.
I've got some reason for optimism. So Packers availability going on right now in their locker room. John Miller from NBC 26 tweeting this out. So Anthony Belton got 5 penalties in the first half on Saturday.
Gracious. I mean, put him at guard.
Current incumbent,
sit him out.
Incumbent for the left tackle position, Rasheed Walker, said, here's why he was so much better in the first half.
I think I just gave him a snack to, kind of clear his mind, just throw him a snack. What was the snack? Clementine. I get a piece of my Clementine, man, just eat this Clementine, man, just refocus, it's all good.
So that's Rasheed Walker, the Packers left tackle, audio courtesy of John Miller from NBC 26. Just got to eat more Clementines, so it'll be fine.
So he got to eat Clementines at halftime in order for him not to have 5 penalties in one half. Give me a Clementine. I want them super Clementines that Rasheed was handing out.
I do too.
Super secret stuff.
It is super secret.
That's what
stuff.
it sounds like. Clementines might be the secret to the Packer season.
Or pocket pancakes for Pat Murphy, Clementines for the Green Bay Packers.
Or it was getting chewed out by your head coach after you had a penalty.
Halftime was not great for him.
I bet he gave a heck of a speech, Lafleur.
Yeah, but I mean, that's tough. Some offensive linemen don't go 5 penalties the entire season.
Yeah, but he had a personal foul too. I mean, he boneheaded.
I guess for me, and again, I'm trying to separate because I am a big believer that the preseason doesn't mean much, but it can mean something. They have been undisciplined. They have been penalized.
But this is a trend that we've talked about. Now,
I know.
At the end of last season,
but that's what you want to have cleaned up. Like if it's a point of emphasis as a coach for the offseason, you want to see that translate into a game, even if it doesn't mean that they're like executing the play well or like or the backups are like delivering on what their jobs are. You still want to see cleaner football.
Yeah, no, they
have not been clean.
They just have to be better. We see these trends, right? That's the biggest issue that I have with Matt Lafleur. Again, I think he's a very good football coach, and I'm not calling for his head at all. But what I will say is there's certain trends that pop up as him as a head coach that you see. And it's discipline, right? This lack of discipline. I remember last year, with the decision, well, heck, we can go to even this season, right? The decision from special teams, from them trying to field the special teams. But help me, Strofe, the wide receiver that fielded the special teams.
Nicole Hartman,
thank you so much.
Why'd you go to Strofe?
Because he's a Packer back.
Well, I know just as much about the Packers than Strofe.
Strofe, you taking shots?
Maybe not historically.
I don't know about that, buddy.
but the whole point is this: you got
buddy.
You got situations.
I do weekly Wilde.
Where it just seems like this football team has moments of being very undisciplined, and that's something we have to clean up. This isn't a new thing. This has been a consistent thing under Matt LaFleur, and at some point it has to change. If this team is going to compete for championships, we can't be cleaning stuff up week 7, week 8. We need to be cleaning stuff up heading into the regular
That's
season.
why I said I'm worried about week 1. Because the Lions aren't going to be making these type of mistakes.
Well,
and if you're injured to a point where you have to have some guys play more of a role than they're used to playing.
Belton ain't playing.
No, I'm not talking about that. Week 1, how'd you feel? Or week 1 when you saw of the preseason in the game, your starters. Yeah, again,
our vanilla sucked. I took it back to the store.
The vanilla sucked.
Yeah, I mean, even this game, the Packers haven't looked great.
And so I know it's preseason, but it is a trend, and it's a trend worth looking at because if week 1 comes and you see penalties and lack of execution, you're going to be like, it's going to be easy to say, well, this is what we've seen from them throughout the offseason.
Yeah, I guess my biggest concern is
And you can't have those mistakes against the defending champs of the NFC North for the last 2 years.
At what point are these guys going to grow up and all of a sudden become veterans? Because I just get this feeling that we have this football team that we're always waiting for them to, as we've been saying, take the next step. We're always waiting for something, right? Ever since Aaron Rodgers left, we haven't had that leadership that we needed. And now you're going into the 3rd year with Jordan Love as a starter for the Green Bay Packers. I expect him to clean some of this stuff up. I really need Jordan Love leadership. When it came to Anthony Belton, it should be Matt LaFleur ripping into him, but Jordan Love needs to walk up to the young fella, big fella, and say, "Listen, big fella, if you want to protect me, you ain't gonna be having these boneheaded mistakes because you're gonna be sitting right here on this bench next to me while I'm hurt. You're gonna be on this bench. You got to be better."
We're gonna get to know each other. I don't want to get to know you like that.
Yeah, I may need you one day. And I can't have you messing us up, having us go backwards instead of forwards. So
here's a Clementine.
No, bumps a Clementine. If I got to give you a Clementine, you go play soccer. That's what they do.
Oranges at halftime.
Yeah, oranges at halftime. Not right here on the football field.
A weekly pulse on the Milwaukee Bucks straight from a fan favorite and Bucks legend. That's Marcus Johnson. Tune into Here District with him and his son Chris. They talk everything happening in the Bucks world, and they are joined by some of the biggest names in basketball. Just saw Kevin Garnett with them, which was an awesome interview. They'll answer your questions too. So stay on the beat of the Bucks and find Here District now on the Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, or wherever you get your podcast. Jason Wilde's going to join us next. Strofe is out Friday, so for those who aren't typically with us on Mondays at around 3:30, on Friday, Strofe is doing Packers parody songs. Do you know he's got one for us today, Kyle?
With that voice?
We'll see what he cooked up.
It's a good one.
He says that every time. Jason Wilde next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
And that Alex Strofe, you look like you had something to say.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
You'll want to plan for some extra time on 41-894 North. A crash is blocking the two right lanes at the ramp from Lincoln Avenue. Those backups start back at Beloit Road. 41 southbound is moving along slowly from Good Hope Road past Silver Spring. Same thing with 43 southbound from Capitol Drive into downtown. Tonight, a slight chance for thunderstorms late and humid, a low of 68. Tuesday, partly cloudy, still humid with a slight chance for showers, a high of 82. Weather is brought to you by Avondale Roofing. Raise the roof and your standards with Avondale Roofing, your trusted partner for over 30 years. Remember, they get on top so you don't have to. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Jessica Gatso on 94.5 ESPN.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on August 19th.
Turio sends it deep to left, and there she goes.
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Chicago Cubs.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh my goodness, third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Delta Dental of Wisconsin. Tune in August 19th at 7:05 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Hey, it's Kyle Walsh, and we've all been feeling the heat, and if your home isn't staying cool, your windows might be the reason why. That's why now is the perfect time to call Universal Windows Direct. And Universal Windows Direct has an incredible offer to help you. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free, and there is no limit. And here's the part I really love. You'll get no interest for 5 whole years. Call 414-410-2000 or go to universalwindowsdirect.com, and trust me, once you feel the difference, you'll be saying what I say. I love my windows.
Kevin Moret here for Mentality. Life's a relentless competition, and you might be losing without even knowing it. With testosterone levels plummeting 25% in just 2 decades, you're likely operating at a fraction of your potential. Your kids sense it when you're too exhausted for playtime. Your wife notices when that spark fades. Here's the harsh truth. Without addressing low T, nothing works. Diets fail, workouts fall flat, but there's hope. Mentality's FDA-approved treatment restores testosterone by an average of 30%. Don't let low T rob you of life's precious moments. Start at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Get ready to say goodbye to those bland seltzers at the ballpark. Carbless is proudly Wisconsin-born, crafted by real people. A husband and wife team who wanted better cocktails in a can. They're locally made and blissfully better. Carbless offers a bold, true cocktail flavor that's made for baseball fans. Available in fan-favorite flavors like lemon lime, black raspberry, cranberry, and mango, bringing the craft cocktail bar to your seat. Refreshment that matches the energy of American Family Field is Carbless. Full of flavor, no sugar, and no carbs. Just game day bliss.
Men's wedding bands made from whiskey barrels and meteorites.
Welcome to Kessler's.
Soak up summer days at the ballpark while they're still here. Be here when the Brewers host the Giants, August 22nd through the 24th. Lead off the weekend with Stranger Things theme night arriving Friday the 22nd. From there, collect a legendary Bob Uecker golf umbrella giveaway for the first 25,000 fans on Saturday the 23rd. And if this series couldn't get any better, it's the return of Willie Adames to American Family Field. Get your seats today at brewers.com/tickets.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit fighting to save lives, protect our climate, and strengthen our economy through the shift to zero emissions. Visit us at earthjustice.org. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Well, a little change of plans. Jason Wilde getting pushed to like 3:30, 3:35, which means whoever's listening is blessed with the opportunity to hear Alex Strofe sing. It's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. No Nortman. Ben and Kyle, Strofe. UKBN Nation at 800-990-3776, the Carbless Talking text line. We're on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Typically every Friday you would get a Packers parody song leading into the season from Alex Strofe, but he had a self-diagnosed bronchitis that is now passed, and he's back at work. So now we move to Monday to hear Strofe's song. Strofe, give us a little details. behind the makeup, and usually you say it's the best thing that's ever been created.
Yeah, so I had an epiphany last week. It's amazing I haven't covered this song yet.
You had an epiphany while you were on the drugs?
No, it was before that. I was going to record it on Friday, but then I was sick. Sicker than I already was. My voice was a little bit better today than it was last Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Anyway, so it's probably a good thing. Blessing in disguise. But I had an epiphany, so I've actually been writing this one for a few days. It's the longest I've ever written a song.
That's either going to be really good or really bad.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, and I actually think it's really good.
Doesn't matter what you think. KBN Nation, Kyle, and Ben are the judges. 800-990-3776, Carlos Talking text line. We want your reaction to whatever we're about to hear.
Hoo, hoo, hoo. Hoo, hoo, hoo.
Rough start.
Jayden just dropped the ball. Receivers hit a wall. On an April day, new stud, Golden's way. Chip hopes went out the door last year in 24. Had an Eagles game plan, got sacked before it ran. Lafleur's gonna be the master. Love is gonna be the star. Hadley's gonna run the defense. Gary's gonna leave a scar. The painted nails QB is now the enemy. See the last 15 years and winning hasn't been clear. Since cutting Jonesy, Devontae, goodbye to Mark Murphy. There was A-Rod and Jordy, and Northman's were a guarantee. The Lions, the Vikings, if I said they rocked, I'm lying. Super Bowl hopes are back alive in 2025. We've seen all the classics. We know every game. Janice, Cobb, Cook, and Favre. Even Crosby winning. We beat up Dallas, wearing a big cheesehead hat. Thought Lacey'd be the best. That's before he got fat. Where's Mike McCarthy?
Wow.
And Joe Philbin? And why did Greg Jennings become a villain? When did the other teams become GB? Whatever happened to Tauscher, Bulaga? They're on the radio. So bring back Jonesy, Devontae, adios, Mark Murphy. There was A-Rod and Jordy, and Northman's were a guarantee. The Lions, the Vikings, if I said they rocked, I'm lying. Super Bowl hopes are back alive in 2025.
DJ Strofe.
You seem like you like it.
I'm a fan. I thought he did a great job of utilizing the now, the past, into the present.
Sometimes I thought it was, it was good. It was in your genre. But you try to fit too many words sometimes into one stanza. I think they call it stanza. I feel like he tried to fit too much sometimes, too much in it. And so I'm just like, But I mean, it wasn't bad.
You need to stop being a freaking hater.
I'm not. He said,
bro.
What do you mean, bro?
Back off.
Come on. Can we just acknowledge? I told Ben before the show I wrote my favorite line of all time today, and it was, "Whatever happened to Tauscher, Bulaga? They're on the radio." I thought that was clever as hell.
I like the painted nails QB as the enemy.
That was good. No, the lyrics weren't bad. It's just you try to fit. You try to do too much at a certain point.
There was some spots where I had to really you know how you have to. Well, no.
He squeezed too much in.
I was gonna say when you are squinting your eyes and you're trying to see something. That's what I was trying to do with my ears to try and hear what he was trying to say. Like we used to win the North. Like you would say it too fast. And I was trying to figure out what you were saying.
Yeah, he was trying to fit too much into.
I thought you liked it. Pick a side.
I do like it. Overall, I liked it, but it doesn't mean it was perfect.
It's an album song for sure.
It's the best one yet.
No, it's not.
Stop doing that.
It wasn't.
In your heart of hearts, you say that every time because you're a proud person.
I don't say it every time. Almost every time.
You say it every time.
Yeah, this was not bad.
This one's
catchy.
a banger.
Okay, I wouldn't say banger.
No, it's a banger.
No, it's a head bob, but then because during the head bob, you try to be like, oh, okay, wait a minute, I missed.
Ron in the key chimes in. It's fun watching Ben trying not to smile. Because I did kind of enjoy it. Lasagna and MKE says that's a banger, Alex.
Thank you, Lasagna.
Brian says in the 920, I'm sure his mom likes the song.
I haven't played it for her. I'll ask though.
Oh, she'll love that. Oh, look at my
look at my honey boo bear, whatever she called you.
She listens.
Boo Boo Kitty.
She listens to the show occasionally, but I don't think she knows about my Packers parody song. She would love them though, probably.
Steve in the 262, so awesome. Where can I buy the album? Great job, Strophe.
Wow. Thank you, Steve. You won't have to buy it. We'll figure out a release plan here.
You're such an idiot. We could paywall this, and you could be rich.
Oh, actually, Steve, I'll keep you posted on that.
Don,
yeah, you're right. You know what? Taylor Swift's releasing 800 different versions of this new album. She's a billionaire with a B.
Now you're dreaming too big. Don says Strophe may have found something he's good at. That's big. We found a lot that he's really bad at. It's not easy to write lyrics and come up with a good arrangement.
Yeah, it's not. No, again, I give him credit because the brain be braining when he does it. It's just, I think you just do too much, I think, at times. That's it. Not bad.
So
ESPN Wisconsin's Weird Al, Alex Strophe.
Yeah, Weird Al Strophe. So here's what I struggle with. I've never made an entire song, right? So I always cut it off early because I feel like 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes, that's too long.
No, you do a good job.
I try to keep it to, about half the song. I felt like this is one where I left meat on the bone.
No.
I feel like I might go back and add to it.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
You got to clean up you'd have to clean up our critiques first.
Do you hear what we're saying? How you try to put too much at one time and you start talking fast and we can't understand it?
I do try to fit in extra syllables sometimes, yes.
Sometimes.
Not all the time.
Basically every song of the album.
That's a trend of yours. I don't know if you know.
It is a trend of mine because I can't always communicate what I want to in so few syllables.
Well, that's why you have to.
That's why this is hard.
Yeah, you have to figure out.
Because I could just say Bowl hopes are back alive in 2025, but I feel like that doesn't.
In 2025. That was good.
Ryan from Maguanago, Alex the Genius. Chris in Neshota, Strophe is now sensational. Banger after banger. Keep it up.
What song
Chris
is
in Neshota.
I never heard that song before.
1985.
1985 by Bowling for Soup.
Bowling for Soup.
In 1985. Like that's the
What year was it made?
2004.
Oh, so it wasn't 85. It must have not been on radio. I didn't
It
hear
was
definitely
insanely popular.
Yeah, it had to be on your
song is
top
insanely
100
popular.
or whatever.
Really?
The genius about what Strophe has done is he is picking songs that most people can identify with.
Yeah, that one.
I'm surprised you didn't know that one.
It just sounds like the typical music that little punk rocker.
In 2025.
Oh, good. It's stuck. I like it.
I'm not gonna lie. I do start singing these like randomly when I'm getting in the car in the grocery store.
I did have
I'll be walking around and be like, Mark Murphy, goodbye.
Oh, I fit that in there today for you.
Yeah, but I didn't like that you did that part.
Well, that was for you.
Dan, a lot of stuff he doesn't like.
Yeah, a lot of stuff he doesn't like.
Let Mark Murphy goodbye live in the we didn't start the fire.
But I felt like it was important to acknowledge because it's 2025. He's out. I acknowledged Lafleur and Halfley. And anyway, I did.
And Jeff Janis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a big catch one time.
Yeah, I know that. 2 big catches on the same drive.
Yeah, that's true. I tried to bring up random cult heroes. I brought up Jared Cook, Mason Crosby game winner, same game.
Yeah.
So I had a sad realization though today.
Uh-oh.
You're running out of talent.
It was over the weekend. So this is my 4th to final song.
4.
So that's I would have skipped
We
one.
still have 3 more?
Yeah, we have 3 more.
God.
I would have skipped one on Friday because I was just sick. But I wanted to make one because we only have 4 left. Now we have 3 left. And that's really sad. I've had a lot of fun with these.
Alex chimes in 262. That was absolutely terrible. I got a client in my car, and he made me turn off the radio. He doesn't even speak English.
That is hilarious. No más.
No más
música. That's funny.
Joining us next on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. We'll get the full song later in the show for those who missed it. I got to go back here and make sure I didn't miss anything. Nope. Top 8. Abner Uribe through the 7th. Brewers up 3-0. Jason Wilde joins us next.
Game plan got sacked before it ran. Lafleur's gonna be the master. Love is gonna be the star. Hadley's gonna run the defense. Gary's gonna leave a scar. The painted nails QB is now the enemy. See the last 15 years and winning hasn't been clear. Since cutting Jonesy, Devontae, goodbye to Mark Murphy. There was A-Rod and Jordy, and Northman's were a guarantee. The Lions, the Vikings, if I said they rocked, I'm lying. Super Bowl hopes are back alive in 2020. In 2025.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
I text Greg Scalzo, and I say, Greg, I'm sorry, I'm going to be late to work. I'm caught in an international conspiracy.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We're still seeing backups due to a crash on 41-894 North, but looks like one of the lanes has opened up. So now just the right lane is blocked at the ramp from Lincoln Avenue. You'll see those backups starting back at Beloit Road. 41 southbound is moving along pretty slowly still from Good Hope Road past Silver Spring. And 43 southbound delays start at Capitol Drive heading into downtown. Traffic is brought to you by Fisco Auto Body. Call Fisco Auto Body to help with all body repair needs. Fisco, Fisco, Fisco. Tonight, a slight chance for thunderstorms late, humid, a low of 68. Tuesday, partly cloudy and still humid with a slight chance for showers late, a high of 82. Weather is brought to you by the Pickler Menominee Falls, opening August 16th with 9 indoor courts and unlimited pickleball play. Lock in your Founders membership now at thepickler.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Jessica Gatso on 94.5 ESPN.
Step right up and gaze into my crystal ball. I see flashing lights, spinning reels, and a big win. This August, you have a ticket to a cash carnival at Potawatomi. Play with your rewards card and earn entries to win your share of $300,000 in cash and prizes. Prize drawings every Thursday through August 28th. Your fortune awaits only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Panic strikes as you realize on Wednesday that Thursday is your anniversary. The reservations being secured.
We'll see you at 8.
The gift being purchased. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with early pay up to 2 days early on direct deposits. So even though they call you Last Minute Lisa, we'll make your last minute scrambling a bit easier. You've got this with early pay from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
At Big Fish Contracting, we want every home project to be a good story worth sharing. That's why we as a team aim to exceed your expectations. We can improve any aspect of your home. Everything from a complex remodel to the essential roof, gutters, siding, and windows. Integrity, humility, and kindness are why we've grown in southeastern Wisconsin for the last 2 decades. Visit bigfishcontracting.com to learn how Big Fish is renovating homes and redeeming an industry.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
These days, it feels like there's advice for everything. Cold plunges, gratitude journals, screen detoxes. But how do you know what actually works for you? Using trusted resources and talking to live therapists can help you break through the noise. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off the first month at betterhelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout.
This is Al Feckler at Cannon & Dunphy. Call me old school, but I have such great memories of growing up in Milwaukee, going to ball games at County Stadium, cruising on Highway 100, even seeing Cannon & Dunphy commercials as a kid. That's because for over 40 years, Cannon & Dunphy has been leveling the playing field against big corporations and insurance companies so people like you, people I grew up with in Milwaukee, could get the justice they deserve. I guess I like to call that old school justice. If you're injured, call the team at Cannon & Dunphy.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
There's a little groupthink going on there. I'm not going to disagree.
Three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
He is a good general manager. Anybody who disputes that, they have other issues.
Holding everybody accountable.
I'm not sure that was good enough for us to even play on our show.
Jason Wilde is on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
No Brad Nortman. You got Ben Brust and Kyle Wallace with Strofe running the show. Joining us now on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman is Jason Wilde. Listen to Jason 9 to noon across these very stations. Jason, how are you?
Thanks for accommodating me, boys. I'm walking out of Lambeau Field. How is our guy? I checked in with him a couple days ago, but I didn't want to be a pest, so I haven't. I was told that he was getting better, healing.
Doing well by all accounts. I did talk to him on a FaceTime, and I heard him speak. He's doing voice therapy. He's doing all the things, and apparently he breathes wrong, and he's got a lot of work to do. So, but he's on the mend.
Wrong.
Yeah, that was what he told me. I was like, I don't know how that's possible, but maybe you can work on that.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're all a work in progress. Thanks for accommodating me. I had to do some television, and it takes a while for me to do that. I've not reached a comfort zone with that just yet. It's kind of like you with your jumper sometimes. Sometimes it's falling and sometimes it's not.
Oh wow.
Keep shooting though. I keep shooting. So you keep doing your thing, Jason.
That wasn't a dig. Shooters shoot, no doubt about it. I'm just saying some days you're
hit at a 40% clip as a career, so I was pretty proud of that, That's pretty solid.
I mean, out of 10 shots, you missed 6 of them.
Oh, wow. By the statistics, yes, if we're going to call that out.
What is Kyle doing over there? He's the one who's turning this into
you just talk. I mean, you did come on.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
Jason, you did come on. And you said, I'm doing the TV thing, and the TV thing isn't like, I got to get going into it. You made it sound like TV wasn't your jam, and then you compared
it to my jam.
The thing he made a great college career off of.
I thought it was defense that he was known for.
Yeah.
Blah, blah. Jason's having fun today.
Ole! Would you like a layup? I'm right here. Come get me. Jason, so...
Hey, I heard one more thing.
Of course.
I heard from your brother the other day.
That's great.
He's very excited about the Bears.
Of course he is. Anyone who...
was that last night? That was last night.
Yeah, that was last night. I believe... I think Caleb Williams was 6 for 10 or something, so... Wonderful.
They look good.
In the preseason, which leads me to my overall question here, because there's 3 data points we can go off of in terms of, I don't know, there's obviously a lot of practice, but you look at preseason game number 1, you got to look at some of the starters. Joint practice number 1, the defense showed out, and obviously it's not everything, but it was an encouraging sign. A lot of guys out in preseason game number 2. The execution, the penalties, the personal fouls, right? Like, these are things that have plagued them this offseason and in the past that I feel like is there still time to get rid of this before you play a team that has won the North 2 straight years? It just doesn't feel like a very good feeling for me heading into week 1.
Yeah, I try not to tell people how to feel and what to think, right? I sometimes I put my thumb on the scale, as we've talked about. But they scratched 29 guys, almost all of them starters, and most of them healthy enough that they could have played. Like Rasheed Walker, for example. I was talking to him last week, and this groin thing that he's dealing with, he said very clearly, if they were playing the Lions, he'd have played. So they've been being extra cautious with him. Anthony Belton accounted for. But real quick,
isn't there a left tackle competition? Is he that confident that it's not a competition?
Sometimes.
No, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think he's choosing to do it. I think the medical staff is saying, hey, there's no point in having you go out there now and really damaging it. And then if you do win the job, you're not going to be ready. So he's going to practice this week. We talked to him again today. I think, they didn't do 11 on 11 because they were protecting Jordan Love from getting bumped into by any of the big uglies.
Yes,
but
Matt Lafleur apparently not a fan of 7-on-7s, but he had to do what he had to do.
He might be a fan of 7 and 7s. I don't know what exactly it's going to look like for Rasheed Walker, but he's an example of a guy that, if things are the way they expect them to be, Anthony Belton, who was the guilty party on 5 of those 11 penalties, isn't even going to be on the field. So I don't think it's something that is overly concerning. At the same time, obviously, you don't want to play that way. And I know that there were folks on social media that were, beating the drum that Matt LaFleur's teams are undisciplined and this and that. I just don't see it that way. There's been years where they did have high penalty numbers, and then there's been years where they were really low. And I would bet that the numbers coincide with when they had more veteran teams. Mm-hmm. They were low, and with these young guys, they tend to be higher. So they got a lot to worry about. I don't think undisciplined play or too many penalties is as big of a concern as it feels like after the 2 preseason games.
Okay, that's fair because that is something that I was concerned about because overall, I do want to see this football team, we've been talking about it, turn the corner. And I don't think the youth excuse can be there anymore. And so I really would hope that they can get that down because I know 2023, I believe they led the league. And early last year, I think they had some issues with penalties. And I just don't want to see that old bad habit creep up on the Packers again because they can't afford to work their way through penalties because when you shoot yourself in the foot like that and going backwards, when you're playing the Commanders and the Lions to start the season, that's just no bueno for the Packers. They need to start fast and strong.
Yeah, and Kyle, the most important thing you said there is that they're not that young of a team anymore. And it's absolutely true. So, yeah, Anthony Belton is young, right? I mean, he's a rookie second-round pick. And, what I thought was interesting was that 2 of those penalties – with the alignment issue, LaFleur basically said, look, that's also on our guards for lining up too far back. So, those are the kinds of simple things that, to your point, you just can't do that, especially with the 2 games they have to open the season. Now, I haven't been paying attention to how the Commanders and the Lions have played in preseason, but I'm going to guess that they have some young guys that have done some boneheaded things as well. So, again, when it's the guys that you want out there. I talked to Nate Hobbs today. He said he feels good about the progress he's made in his rehab after that knee surgery. Whether or not he's ready for the opener, he was unwilling to say for certain. So that's not ideal. But if he's out there, then you feel better than if you're playing, Kalen King or Bo Melton at corner. So, again, I don't think it's panic time now. But I do think your first point is the most important one, which is the days of, it's a young team. There's a lot of guys that are still young in age but have a bunch of experience, and that's why the expectations are as high as they are.
Jason Wilde joining us here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Just a quick update because it's just so good. 4 runs in the top of the 8th for the Brewers to make this 7-0. Can't ask for a better first game of the doubleheader.
Let's get it.
And Jason, I know you have a little Brewers fever, but I do want to stick with the Packers because, from a Jordan Love standpoint, do you feel like he has enough time to get to where he needs to be week 1 with the surgery? And obviously practicing 7-on-7s. Like, if this were, a middle of the season, obviously he'd play. So does that make you feel confident that he's got enough time before week 1 to get to where he needs to be?
I do. Now, again, I'm not a doctor, so I'm basing that on what, the medical staff and what the doctor that performed the surgery in Los Angeles was telling him. But, yeah, I mean, look, otherwise you just don't have the surgery, right? Like, if you think that there's a chance on your non-throwing hand that you're not going to be able to play in the opener, then you just say, F it, I'm going to play through it. And that's what he said he would have done had this happened on a timeline that it wouldn't be healed. the guy was out there practicing, modified though it may have been, 6 days after surgery.
Yeah. It's that's a really quick
know,
turnaround. Small or big or whatever. I mean, it's still surgery. You have some invasive.
Right. And so, he had a wrap on his hand, and they put a baggie on it apparently when it started raining. So, again, it's not like it's going to be on September 7th. No, they're not going to go 7-on-7 and let him pick the ball up off of a stool instead of having it snapped to him to save on his hand. But, I think it's pretty remarkable. Now, I'm still not sure that there's a lot of value in it, right? Especially having him out there in the rain. I don't know, Jim. But they decided it was worth it. And, he's staying kind of in the groove after missing basically 2 practices, last Tuesday and last Thursday, and then missing the game. There's guys that have missed a lot more. So I don't think there's a lot to worry about with him. That said, the only thing I would worry about are setbacks. You can't control everything. And the hope would be that he's not going to, have any sort of, accident or somebody, if he takes part in an 11-on-11 period at some point the week of the game, and somebody inadvertently bumps him, which no one's going to do on purpose, I would still be worried that that's going to just cause him pain and set him back.
No blitzes from Nate Hobbs, please.
Maybe it's good that he's not going to be ready to practice yet. I don't think they would have done it if there was reason for worry. I would leave it at that.
Yeah, they probably feel confident that by week 1 he'll be ready to go. But, Jason, I do want to know about how you feel about the report from Ian Rappaport that Micah Parsons and the Green Bay Packers, there may be a little bit of Packers putting some feelings out there potentially interested in Micah Parsons. What is your take on it?
Yeah, there's been a few other people. Who's that guy? Ricky?
Pretty Ricky, baby.
Pretty Ricky!
I would say this. Micah Parsons would be the 2025 version, not quite as accomplished at this point, but it would be like going out and getting Reggie in 93, right? Reggie was already on his way to being a Hall of Famer, so I wouldn't say it's apples to apples. But, this is a guy that's on that trajectory. If you give up a first and a second and Rashawn Gary or whatever it might be, great. I'll say this, from a content and fascination perspective, I'm 100% in. On a reality perspective, I have a hard time picturing it. It's not Luka Doncic being traded, but it's kind of along those lines, right? Could Jerry Jones really be that stubborn and foolish to do that?
I would hope if it's coming to the Packers, he hasn't. I don't think he is, but that would be something where I think the Packers should really go get him, because now you have that guy on the offensive side of football in Jordan Love, and you add in Micah Parsons, where you already have McKinney too.
You got to pay him.
Yeah, that's so.
You got to pay him.
You should. It's rare. Jason, you've been working in football a long time. It's rare to be able to get an elite talent like that.
It's also rare to think the Packers would give stuff up and pay. That's the double whammy.
Yeah, I will say this though. This is the difference between acquiring T.J. Watts, acquiring Trey Hendrickson, who's already turned 30. This would at least fit with Goody's
correct
thought process of this guy's younger than that. So if you're going to pay somebody, they got to be much younger. And, obviously Jordan Love's contract is expensive, but if you're clearing let's say you put Rashawn Gary in the trade, do I think this is even remotely likely? No, of course not. But it's fun to think about and talk about. And if you put Rashawn Gary in the deal, you clear his cap space, because I think his cap number is just as high as his what he'd be paying. So the dead cap money, you'd be able to survive that. It would be like getting out of that contract, and you'd be adding somebody who's even better than he has been. So if you have to pay and you have to give up for them, I don't know. It sounds great. I think it would be really fun if it happened, and it would change the expectation game for this team in a enormous way.
Well, we did put out a poll. What % chance do you think the Packers will trade for Micah Parsons? 0%, 52%. 1 to 25%, 36%. 26 to 50 is 7, and then greater than 50 is 5. So everyone's kind of on the expectation page of it not happening, but if it does, we know what kind of impact that would be.
Do you believe in miracles?
No.
Jason, thanks for the time.
All right, guys. Take care. Be good.
Cheez-It is a legendary snack cracker now available in frozen pizza. Each crust is a giant original Cheez-It flavored cracker crust that's square-shaped, ultra-thin, and super crispy. And it's the perfect amount of Cheez-It flavor, I can tell you that much. On top of each crust are flavors perfectly complementing the Cheez-It taste, including Italian 4-cheese, cheddar jack, supreme, and pepperoni with a short bake time. You'll be freezing cheesing in, 8 minutes. Sometimes I do 9. I want to look at the crust. Like you can feel out your own oven, but you're going to get a great pizza no matter what. So find Cheez-It frozen pizza in your favorite grocer's frozen pizza section and taste what all that screaming is about. Kyle is a big baller. We'll tell you how next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
These hands are not made for fixing anything in a house. I'll make a phone call, and I'm cheap, but I ain't that cheap. I got my guys. Got my handyman. Shout out to Chris. Under the table.
Just like that, dude's getting audited now.
Yeah.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. All day, every day. The Carbless talk and text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless talk and text line. This is more.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit defending the environment and people's health. Until justice stands for all, our lawyers will never rest. More at earthjustice.org/neverrest. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
Soak up summer days at the ballpark while they're still here. Be here when the Brewers host the Giants, August 22nd through the 24th. Lead off the weekend with Stranger Things theme night arriving Friday the 22nd. From there, collect a legendary Bob Uecker golf umbrella giveaway for the first 25,000 fans on Saturday the 23rd. And if this series couldn't get any better, it's the return of Willie Adames to American Family Field. Get your seats today at brewers.com/tickets.
Monica, we've got to hand it to you.
You and the design team have outdone yourselves.
Are you talking about the One collection?
Those rings say you are the one.
And they say it symbolically.
Describe the symbols.
Every ring in the One collection should be presented with a special ritual.
What would that ritual be?
You pick up her left hand and you place a kiss on her ring finger.
Rick, you never told me about that part.
Then you show her the tiny red diamond, flush mounted inside the ring, that will forever be in contact with her finger.
Why is it red?
Because that's when the giver says to the one, wherever you go, my heart goes with you.
I give you this kiss. I give you my heart.
The red diamond is a secret symbol of that sacred moment.
The center diamond on the outside of the ring is for the whole world to see.
But the tiny red created diamond inside the ring is only for the two of them.
The One collection of engagement rings is available exclusively at Kessler's.
To find the Kessler's nearest you,
visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your Green and Gold Fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank. Tri-City National Bank offers a full suite of personal and business banking products at more than 25 convenient locations. Open your account today at the community bank that's Milwaukee's best bank. Learn more at tcnb.com.
The Packers hit the road to Indianapolis on Saturday to take on the Colts in their second preseason game of the year. 2025 second-round draft pick Anthony Belton struggled in the first half on the offensive line as he had 5 penalties. Here's what head coach Matt Lafleur had to say of Belton's struggles.
Put you in a really tough position to try to convert a first down, so that is completely unacceptable in my mind.
The Green and Gold would go on to win 23-19 over the Colts. They will have today off before preparing for their third preseason game against the Seattle Seahawks.
This has been your Green and Gold Fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank.
Little by little, some banks are pecking away at your balance with fees on their checking. You need an account with no monthly fee. Make the switch to Tri-City. Tri-City National Bank. Member FDIC.
I've been to my fair share of green and gold games, and the best way to get there is with Accutrans Group. At Good Karma Brands and ESPN Milwaukee, we use Accutrans Group to get our partners to and from Green Bay, and it's always first class. From stadiums to concerts and tailgates, your game day fun starts the moment you step on board. Sit back, relax, and let their professional chauffeurs handle the traffic while you enjoy the ride. Accutrans Group is Milwaukee's premier ground transportation, available 24/7 with sedans, SUVs, limos, vans, and buses. Book today at AccuTransGroup.com.
Station updates, show clips, and your place to interact with us every single day just by scrolling through your feed. Follow along on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at ESPN Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
That's Kyle Wallace, everybody. Tell us about that first class experience. Your cousin on the Broncos fly you out first class?
No,
You flew first class?
Your boy, I flew first class.
First time ever?
Yeah, yes, it is my first time flying first class like this. And so, y'all told y'all I went out to Denver, you know what I'm saying? And me and my brother, I am a member of the All-You-Can-Fly Pass. Now, if you're familiar with the All-You-Can-Fly Pass, is where I buy, I bought into this system for $300. For a whole year, I get to fly for free. Well, not for free, for $15. So I'm like, ooh, this is dope. So I get to fly. And I'm a gold member. And being a gold member, I get to upgrade my seats where I get to sit on the front. Now, Strofe, you know what airline I was sitting at the front of?
Yeah, probably Southwest or Delta.
Frontier, baby. I am first class.
What? There's
Frontier.
no front class in Frontier.
What? Who are you telling me I couldn't recline my seat? Did they give you had the big seat as well?
Okay. Well, you have completely misconstrued.
First row, first class, first row. So, hello, Mr. Well, they didn't know my name. I ain't gonna lie to you.
They didn't know. So they didn't know your name. Did they provide you free alcohol?
What free alcohol? What do you mean? I just gave me some water.
That's what first class does.
Nah. First
Did
class.
they provide you a meal?
It's Frontier. No, nobody gets a meal.
Did they close the curtains so you were in a blocked off area?
Curtain?
Curtain? There's no curtain.
There's curtains in first class?
Yes, there is.
Well, I felt like it was first class. It was
so
first
no
class
booze, no food,
no
blanket.
I didn't ask for one. Listen. I walked on that plane, and guess what? My seat was right there.
Was it a cushion or was it still cardboard?
No, it was a cushion. Now it was the big seat, and nobody in the middle. I had my brother at the window. I was in the aisle seat.
This isn't
I can
first
lean
class.
My chair back. What do you mean that is first class?
Strofe, does this qualify as first class?
It sounds like it was an upgraded experience, but I don't know about first
Strofe,
class.
look at Frontier big seats. Go Google it. I was living
Frontier big seats.
It was so comfortable. I was living a lap of luxury getting on that flight. I'm telling y'all, it was fantastic. They even gave me water.
The seats do look comfortable.
Thank you,
Strofe. They look like Coach on United or American or Southwest.
They were big. Strofe.
I'm Team Benny on this.
Oh, come on. I flew first class down to Denver.
I was the emergency seat, so I was next to the door in case the plane went into emergency when I was away the other week.
No. They ask, "Are you willing and able?" You should have said yes to willing. Able, I'm not able to help. I don't have muscles.
I actually put my girlfriend on the inside. I needed the aisle seat, more leg space.
Oh,
if there was an emergency. Half the plane wouldn't have got out because you guys have been trying to get the door for half the time. Come on, you door!
I can't get it. And then your girl just takes it and
Is there a strong person on this flight?
I didn't know I was the first class. Thanks for killing my dreams, guys. I thought that's what I was flying.
Well, in 2 minutes, we might be winners of a first game of a doubleheader. Tell you in a second.
Yeah.
A new crash on 41-894, this time heading southbound. The right lane is blocked about a quarter of a mile beyond the ramp from Beloit Road. Backups start at Greenfield Avenue and continue all the way to the Hale interchange. 41 southbound is moving along very slow from Good Hope Road past Hampton. Same thing with 43 southbound. Those slowdowns start at Hampton and go all the way into downtown past Canal Street. Tonight, a slight chance for thunderstorms late. Humid, a low of 68. Tuesday, partly cloudy and still humid. Another slight chance for showers late, a high of 82. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Jessica Gatso on 94.5 ESPN.
Home buyers are raving about their experiences with the Citizens Bank mortgage team.
Aaron helped me get pre-approved really fast, like before the open house even started.
I called Devin so many times with questions, and he always answered.
It's more than a mortgage. It's your future. And at Citizens Bank, we make it personal. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/mortgage. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. NMLS 746419.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Game Night, so for Events by Design. Events like appreciation parties and retreats can go a long way towards boosting morale and retaining top talent. Events by Design is your go-to creative partner for employee events that truly make an impact. They help leaders retain top talent by making their people feel seen, valued, and celebrated. The creative team at Events by Design does all the planning and production, making sure things not only look great, but also work. Make a smart investment in your culture today. Search online, Events by Design. They design, you party.
Tune in to KBN every day at 2 o'clock. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. The 414 Hour on KBN is brought to you by Siding Unlimited. Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's leader in Pella window installation. Looking for new windows, siding, roof, and doors? Visit them at sidingunlimited.com.
It's the 414 Hour at 4 on KBN. Brewers! Give me some good news, baby.
7-0 final. Woo! Your Milwaukee Brewers. 2 hits for the Cubs. 2 hits.
Freddie was dealing.
Freddie with a pretty solid line. 6 innings, 1 hit. 3 walks, 6 Ks, got up into the 90s in pitches.
I'll take it.
Abner Uribe comes in for 1 inning, and after Abner came in...
Who they throw out there?
Well, it's not about that. It was how they scored 4 in the 8th to basically say, all right, now we can do what we want. And...
Who'd they go with?
They went with Jared Koenig, which we discussed, and then Grant Anderson closed it out after they called him up yesterday.
Just sit him down. They'd be just manipulating. Doop, doop.
Well, DL Hall went down with an oblique strain. But the overall point remains is in the 8th, the Brewers did what the Brewers do. And they just continuously put so much damn pressure on you that with how fragile the Cubs are right now, they broke. They broke.
They did.
And the best thing that might happen to the Cubs is Mother Nature.
Supposed to rain down there? Oh, no!
Pretty sure we're going to get rain, and they're going to get rain, and the doubleheader today, I don't know what they'll do. They'll have to move it to tomorrow, or I don't know. I mean, obviously, we got to let it play out, but overall, I mean, to come off a 14-game win streak, to lose in the way that they did last night, and then just to come out and take care of business, 2 solo shots, then just classic Brewers baseball, reaching on infield single, Durbin into a fielder's choice, scoring 1, beating out, the double play ball. Ortiz then scoring on a wild pitch because like the Cubs had given up at that point and they left their pitcher out there for 30 pitches because they had already used.
Giving up.
They had already used, I believe, 5 at that point. Yeah, they used 5 pitchers because their starter had a blister and only went 2 2/3. That's why Cade Horton went out, even though he had 61 pitches through 2 2/3. So, again, this Brewers team is freaking relentless. And I said this over the weekend as I go to Twitter at Ben Brust, because this is true for every game. They just put so much pressure on you that someone's going to break. And today was the Cubs. The way that this team put so much pressure on the pitcher and defense every single pitch, I love every second of it. Mm-hmm. And it's just, it's so perfect right now because it's the Cubs and they knew what the situation was and they had 2 hits the entire game. The entire game. And it's not like you threw... the best of the best out there. I mean, other than Obner, Koenig's been pitching better. But again, it doesn't matter. Pat Murphy has a plan, and he executed it, and the team gives him options every game for him to play with his pieces, right?
Yeah, because they go out there and they compete. When you got guys who are going to give you their best effort every single game, you see it in baseball where guys don't really run out ground balls and guys aren't mentally locked in. The Milwaukee Brewers don't do that, and they've realized
34 games, Kyle. 34 games above 500.
It's unreal. Like, it's literally unreal. But the thing that I love about the Milwaukee Brewers, because we're talking about competing, you look at even their losses. You talked about today where the Cubs basically just gave up. There's so many games where teams give up. The Milwaukee Brewers in this run since the All-Star break, they have very few games where they've lost more than 4 runs, by 4 runs. Few. Very few. They're in every single game. They're within striking distance every single game. I think that's the rare feat that we don't give them enough credit for because, once in a while you're going to get blown out, 14-2 or 10-1 or something like that. Not the Brewers.
Not since May or before.
They're always in this. They're always in the game. The biggest loss the Brewers had has been a 10-3 loss to the Cubs back on July 30th. That's it. Other than that, they've been balling.
It's a good point by Chris. They can hop on some buses to American Family Field. It's not till 7:20 that they play. We got a roof.
Yeah, that is very true. Buses, they got chartered. They can be here in 20 minutes. A plane will get here in 20-25 minutes.
Yeah, I just don't know plane versus bus on the body on a doubleheader.
Plane? What is a plane? A 25-minute plane ride going to be bad?
They're not coming home every day.
I know. I'm just saying, like, the air pressure, like, I don't know.
25 minutes in the air, you think?
They play in 3 hours. Why would they leave?
Because the game's not going to happen in Chicago.
If it's rain, it could just go
I missed that part.
Yeah. What are you doing back there?
Yeah, what are you doing back there?
I was changing.
So then you decided to jump in uneducated and voice your opinion. Classic.
Yeah, I do that quite often.
I love Alex Struve. You know that?
Don't call me that.
Well,
I like the ones that call you.
What the hell you going to do about it?
Watch your mouth.
Exactly. Exactly.
Took him a while. Took him a while to get there.
Oh, clever. You got me. Yeah,
oh, he turned your mic off. The Gen Zer got sent.
You want to do it too? Both of you could sit there in silence then. Both of you could sit there in silence.
You're hurting the audience. Okay, I'm back.
Struff is hilarious. You know that? And the thing is, he's really, when he does it, it's not just...
You got my last name right that time.
He got me, Struff. But the thing is when he does it, he's being funny, but he also is hurt.
Totally. He's Two-Face.
He is.
Half his face is smile, and the other half is bleep these guys.
He is. That's why I love Struffy.
Oh, man. And on the other side, Brewers 9 hits, 7 runs, drawing walks, putting pressure on the base pads. When Durbin beat one out on the fielder's choice, immediately steals second. Terang didn't hit 2 more in. But it's just like that constant mental battle that the opponent faces. The Brewers are so fun because when I think about watching the Brewers, I think about every game being like a mental like warfare, like Pat Murphy's a general. We're in revolutionary times, and he's going to out-scheme you no matter what you try and do. And he's got his soldiers ready to go to war, no matter what the initiative is. He might say, hey, we're a group of 20, we're going in 100 guys. but I believe that if we stick together, we'll take care of them. And, like, they're bought in
100%.
to the mentality.
But why would you not be? Like, for real, why would you not be?
The proof is in the pudding.
And again, I'm always going to say I'm always impressed by what the Milwaukee Brewers are doing, even though it's like, oh, they did it again. Every time they do something spectacular, I'm going to tell people. Like, I was telling my brother because we were all in a hotel together. I'm saying, dude, Devin, they retired the last 23 batters after getting down 8-1. Like, do you get, like, that's amazing. Because we all shared a Embassy Suites hotel room. I said, do y'all understand this? Do y'all get this?
How many of you?
It was 4, but it's Embassy Suites.
But you're not saying how many beds there are.
Only 2.
There's 2 beds, yeah. Me and my brother had to share a bed, the little pull-out bed.
How old are you?
Dude, you're 35 years old.
Listen.
Get another room.
Listen. We didn't get into town until midnight, okay? And so
I don't know what that has to do with anything.
I'm just going to lay down. All I'm doing is laying my head down.
Wait. I have a bigger follow-up. This is after you flew?
Yeah.
Did you shower?
Before I laid down?
Yeah.
No.
Hell!
No.
That is disgusting.
No, coming from you, that's
You always shower after you fly. There are things that I do that are gross. Then there are musts that you have to do. You can't fly and lay in a bed next to your brother.
I have clothes on the plane. I take those clothes off and put them in the because the dirty clothes.
You guys big spoon, little spoon?
Whoa. Now, okay. Wow. That's
you're an adult. Get a room.
No, I mean, why would I would save the money? Why would I not save the money? I'm confused. I would not. I would rather share. That's why we got the Embassy Suites. They have big rooms. They got great breakfast. They have the happy hour. It was perfect. I got there. We landed at like midnight, got to the hotel after that. And then, just laid my head down, woke up, got breakfast, moved around, got back for the game, got some snacks, left, and got back at 2 o'clock in the morning, laid down, woke up, took a shower, and went home.
I'm glad you took a shower that time.
Yeah, I take a shower every single day. Just about.
No. We know that's not true either.
Just about. Sundays are optional. Where was I going with this? I was going somewhere with this.
I don't know, but you threw me off when you said you shared a bed as a 35-year-old with your brother.
There's nobody. Am I the only one?
You're an adult, dude.
So what are we doing when we
You
go to
have a
Pittsburgh?
job. You make a living.
I had the option.
When we go to Pittsburgh,
Stroph's on the ground.
Preferably, we wanted to have a queen. We wanted to have 2 queens, but they didn't have any available. So I just
in Pittsburgh. No, we're all gonna have our own bed in Pittsburgh.
Wait, no. Now you're going back to Embassy. You didn't have 2 queens. You had two doubles.
No, my parents had the king bed, and my brother and I had to pull out.
Oh, it wasn't even a real bed.
No, it was a pull-out bed. Yeah.
So it was a pull-out couch.
Yeah, it was.
So you had one bed.
Yeah, one. Well, me and him
shared
had
a pull-out couch.
Yeah, with my brother. Yeah.
How old is he?
He's almost 40.
You guys are pathetic. There's no better way to describe it. He also has a job, correct?
Hey, we work hard. The Wallaces work really hard.
Not hard enough to buy a freaking hotel room?
Strophe, I just love that this is coming from you. This makes it so much better. Because I'm Team Strophe all the way.
I don't see the problem.
The 26-year-old scratching and clawing through life.
Why would I waste?
You have a lot more money than me, and I can tell you what.
Why would I waste $170, $180 on a room when Embassy Suites for the reason? If it was like a place that only had one small room, then no.
There's this crazy thing.
Have you been to the Embassy Suites before?
Yes. There's
2 rooms. It's Ben.
There's this
I
crazy
understand,
thing
but it's not the room
called
size.
free will.
I have free will. I just that $180 is a lot. That's a lot
for one night.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's only $90 for you. Split it with your brother.
Nah, that's too much. It's way too much.
Oh, but you'd rather share a pull-out couch with another fully grown man.
It's my brother. What are you talking about? We shared a bed. Well, we had
when you were 12.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it whatsoever.
So you guys had to have spooned. You're on a pull-out couch.
No. What are you talking about?
I'm not shocked by any of this. We all know that Kyle still lays in his bed with his parents watching sporting events.
Yeah, I laid at the foot of the bed. I did.
You're definitely in between them.
Now we're just painting fake.
You're like my 11-pound dog.
I now picture
snuggle up between mom and dad.
Kyle Wallace's family, Strophe, is like the opening scene of Willy Wonka, where there's 4 people laying on one bed and they're all just like in a row.
We're not that poor.
Well, you should have got another hotel room, and you would prove me wrong.
It never crossed. I don't think.
Hold on. You just said what happens when we go to Pittsburgh. Did you expect all 4 of us to share one hotel room?
I didn't know what the plan was. I knew at least 2 of us going to have to share a hotel room.
I think we're going to get an Airbnb.
Oh.
Who's paying for that?
Oh, well, did we ever send in?
Oh, we were
wanted
supposed
do?
to have that meeting like last week.
Wasn't that Brad's
Friday.
job? While he
It was
out?
Brad's job, yeah.
He can't talk.
Freaking Brad.
He was supposed to send one email.
Nah, I forgot about that one. But yeah, I didn't think it was a big deal. But back to the main point.
No, there's no main point. We'll get back to the Brewers next. And Craig Counsell's a fraud about George Webb. We'll get to Craig Counsell, the Brewers winning 7-0, monitoring radar because I want the Cubs to have to play today. Bus up to American Family Field because they are just falling apart. And I just want to take them for all they're worth every second you get the chance to. Tell us about UWD.
Y'all know I love me some UWD, and you also you should love UWD as well with Universal Windows Direct. And at Universal Windows Direct, they have a great deal going on right now. You buy 2 windows, you get 2 free. You buy 4 windows, you get 4 free. You buy 8 windows, and you get 8 free. There is absolutely no limit. And right now, you can get 0% interest for 5 years. That is 5 whole years that you pay 0% interest. You can be like me. I'm paying $63 per month, and it's on auto pay. So it just comes out every single month. It's easy, it's convenient, but more importantly, you know I love my windows. So make sure you schedule your in-home consultation and estimate today by simply going to UWD.com. That's UniversalWindowsDirect.com. And I'm telling you, you're absolutely going to love your consultation. And when you get those windows, you're going to say, thank you, Kyle. I appreciate you because you showed me the light with Universal Windows Direct. So I'm telling you this right now. I love my windows, and I want you to love your windows too by going to UWD. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Home runs from Durbin and Terang. It's just beautiful. Reaction to the 7-0 victory over the Cubs in Game 1 of a doubleheader. Will there be a Game 2 tonight with the rain? Pending. Don't know. Not a meteorologist. Not going to claim to be. Plus, we'll get to Craig Counsell being an absolute fraud. Again, what do you know? Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
I said, baby, we got to do more sucking. And so I called the company. I said, listen, y'all put this thing in here. Y'all need to come on.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Travel times on 43 southbound are pretty slow going from Capitol Drive through downtown all the way to Canal Street. Same story on 41 southbound between Good Hope Road and about Hampton Avenue. Tonight, a slight chance for thunderstorms late and humid, a low of 68. Tuesday, partly cloudy and still humid with a slight chance for showers late, a high of 82. Weather is brought to you by the Harley-Davidson Foundation's Rev and Rumble Boxing Night. Free at Davidson Park, Saturday, August 23rd, 3 to 8 p.m. Fights, food trucks, and family fun. More details at revandrumble.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Jessica Gatso on 94.5 ESPN.
Crew Tuesdays are back on August 19th.
Turio sends it deep to left, and there she goes!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Chicago Cubs.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh my goodness, third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Delta Dental of Wisconsin. Tune in August 19th at 7:05 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee or check your local listings to watch the game.
With all these sports going on, baseball, football, I'm just reminded that if you aren't feeling your best, then you can't be living your life to the fullest. Joint pain is crippling, literally and figuratively. So if you're experiencing that, then you gotta call QC Kinetics. Hey, it's Brad Nortman. I'm telling you, when I went to the QC Kinetics location in Greenfield, I was just amazed at their cellular therapies and their ability to restore and repair that damaged joint tissue. And they're giving you that opportunity with a free consultation. That's right, absolutely free for a consultation for they can diagnose you, put you on a personal plan back to a pain-free life. Allow QC Kinetics to be your resource to give you back that pain-free life because they are the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. Don't wait any longer. Your pain-free life is just on the other side of this phone call to make to get you your free consultation with QC Kinetics. So give them a call today. Don't wait any longer. Call QC Kinetics today at 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474.
step right up and gaze into my crystal ball. I see flashing lights, spinning reels, and a big win. This August, you have a ticket to a cash carnival at Potawatomi. Play with your rewards card and earn entries to win your share of $300,000 in cash and prizes. Prize drawings every Thursday through August 28th. Your fortune awaits only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
There's only one store that gives you every possible choice in diamonds.
Welcome to Kessler's.
Your path to a degree should fit your life, not the other way around. At Lakeland University, you can personalize every part of your college experience. With a main campus in Sheboygan, evening classes across the state, and flexible online options, you choose how and when you learn. Just graduated high school, changing careers, juggling work and life, they've got options for you. You can even earn credit for experience you already have, or for the work you're doing now, saving time and money. Start customizing your future today at lakeland.edu/ESPN. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
Right now, more than 100,000 children waiting in foster care need our help. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is focused on finding them safe, permanent homes. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Stomp your feet, clap your hands. You're part of the team sitting in the stands.
Yeah.
Come see what's brewing.
Hey.
Come see what the good times are.
Get your clapping together,
Come
Alex
see
and
what
Kyle.
the Brewers are doing.
7-0 in game one of the doubleheader.
Be a believer.
79-45.
Oh my gosh, we're 4 games from payday and then many games away from the World.
9 games up in the NL Central after being 4 back prior to the All-Star break. Ben Brust, Kyle Walsh, no Nortman, you got Strophe. Hit us on the Carbless Talk and Text line 800-990-3776. This is more. We're on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Jonathan Brust, my brother. I don't want to hear a word about a preseason game.
Hey, JB.
Oh, I wasn't even calling about the Bears, but, Caleb Williams did look pretty awesome.
What was it?
Caleb Williams I don't think you guys understand.
Sucks.
Caleb Williams
sucks.
Was it against first teamers?
It doesn't matter. First time playing this year, I'll take it. Give me a little bit of hope. Hey, I don't think you guys really understand how good the Brewers really are if you think about it, okay?
Okay.
I know
like we don't watch every game.
No.
Let JB breathe.
No.
JB.
It's not like you guys just played a team that is the lowly, miserable Cubs of the past, right? Yeah, they've been awful since the All-Star break, but the team is still 16 games above 500, and you made them look like a team that is 16 games below 500.
They make teams
quit. The Brewers are so much better than you guys actually think, and it is fun to watch, okay? I watched the game
I think
as I was
it's the
working.
opposite right now. I think you're realizing how good the Brewers are by watching the team that you cheer for that's 16 games above 500 look like they're 16 below. You're making your point for yourself, not for us.
No, I am making it for you that they are so stinking good right now. I don't think you guys realize how good they are.
JB, you listen to our show. What
I don't think you know that I know that you know that we know.
JB, what
the Brewers are damn good.
What have we not said over the last 3 weeks to a month about the Milwaukee Brewers that will lead you to believe that
we don't understand how good they are?
All you can say is Brewers.
Well, that is the headline. You must not follow my Instagram at Ben Brust ESPN because all of the in-depth analysis is going viral.
Did you just plug your Instagram to your brother?
Yes.
And everybody listening.
Well, come see what's brewing.
That was
I'm done with him. I'll see you on Thursday at golf.
Wednesday. He's sleeping at your house on Wednesday.
Oh, he is sleeping at my house on Wednesday night.
Oh, he told...
Strove chats with the callers during the break.
But JB probably said, how's it going? I was good. I'm going to actually be at Ben's house on Wednesday.
Yes,
That's exactly what happened. I said, well, I can't wait to see you on Friday at the wedding. And he said, oh, yeah, you will be there.
Oh, this is exciting. It's culmination of so many months.
Oh, I'm really excited, actually.
I can't believe that conversation. I don't think you guys understand how good the Brewers are.
When he said that to me on the phone, I was like, I'm just going to put you on hold.
Yeah, no, I saw you put that on there. No, you're right. Like, Bryce Terang hit his 7 homers in August. Like, that haven't noticed that at all.
You know,
Christian Yelich, haven't noticed his uptick from when he was horrendous the first 2 months. Didn't notice that William Contreras was hovering below 700 OPS for the entire year, and now he's at 755.
Wow,
Joey Ortiz didn't know the 9-hitter, who's a defensive stud, has led the team in batting average in August. What else did I not notice? I didn't notice that when the Miz goes down, you can bring up Logan Henderson, and he can come in and get you a win right away. Yeah, I didn't notice during the 14-game winning streak, the most in franchise history, that they were damn good.
I think you forgot to mention the fact that they had multiple 11-game winning streaks this year, and the first NL team to do that since 1935.
3 8-game winning streaks. Who else deserves some praise? Oh, yeah, I didn't realize that Andrew Vaughn has an over 1,000 OPS since becoming a Brewers.
Only know him as King Vaughn.
Sal Frelick is probably one of the most underappreciated players in the National League.
He's a gold
Near
glover. 300
at batting average. Awesome in the field. And again, just another stellar 2 for 3, 2 runs. Last time we did this, Strofe, he was like, what? He was 3 of 3, 2 runs, 2 RBIs. Like this is what the Brewers do. And they're doing it right now with like Danny Jansen out there because Churrio's out.
He walked twice today.
But like Jackson Churrio's out. Trust me, we know how good this team is.
Mm-hmm. We do know how good this team is. And that was to my point, is that the Milwaukee Brewers literally lost yesterday. I would say it was in heartbreaking fashion, right? You have all that adrenaline where you get the lead and you end up losing that baseball game, and then you bounce back to, as your brother said, you beat a good baseball team. The Cubs might not be playing.
They're reeling.
But they continue to take care of business, and they beat the hell out of teams, right? Before it was looking for reasons why the Milwaukee Brewers, the Dodgers are missing guys, or no, they're playing against the Nationals. You know, the Nationals aren't that great.
Run it back.
Come see what's brewing.
Get your clapping together, guys.
What the good times are. Come see what the Brewers are doing. Come on and cheer a superstar. Be a believer in Brewer fever. It's fun to join in the
We just wasted 10 seconds trying to get in rhythm.
Stomp your feet, clap your hands. You're part of the team sitting in the stands. Come catch the fever.
This song rocks.
I need a song for this year's team, though.
But hold on. Back in 2021, when we said that about the Bucks, we got Light It Up. To run it back from 2001, we had another song that I'm blanking on right now.
Green and Growing.
Green and yellow, green and yellow.
No, well, that's the Packers.
Oh, they got Green and Glowing?
Yes.
Oh, I don't. I kind of remember something, but I couldn't tell you any lyrics.
Green and Growing, Milwaukee Bucks.
No, that's not. I'm thinking of a rap song, so no, that's not.
Yeah, no, that definitely ain't it.
Yep, that's different.
Way it. I mean, just like, again.
What's wrong, man?
Nothing's wrong. I have so much admiration for the way they play baseball. Because as much as people, I get it. I wasn't, the most hard-nosed guy. But what I can appreciate is when you see, some of my favorite teammates were the guys that did the hard-nosed things. Josh Gosser, the epitome of an unbelievable teammate. The dive on the loose ball guy. Guard the best player. Hit timely shots. Put, like those guys that make winning plays, right? Football. What I love about football is watching, the physicality and seeing the team be dominant. From a baseball standpoint, it's hard to emulate that feeling because a lot of today's baseball is look at that bomb that Judge or Schwarber or Ohtani or Cal Raleigh hit. The Brewers are able to play a style of baseball that gets my juices flowing because it's literally mental warfare. Mm-hmm. You go against them. You haven't played this way against all the other opponents in the MLB.
It never makes
you have to go against the Brewers and you got to bring your best. And it's impossible for other teams to just be like, all right, we're playing the Brewers. It's time to play the way they play, and we're gonna be. They drag you as I said earlier, and I love this, as Robert Saleh unfortunately said about the Packers in 2022. We dragged them to the deep end to see if they could swim with us, and they drowned. The Packers drowned. The Brewers do that for 162 baseball games.
And they never
And I
let up.
appreciate every out and every pitch and every second of it because Pat Murphy has got them believing in the method of the madness, and you cannot replicate. You can't just change the way you play. Like the Cubs, why they're reeling is because they don't have an identity. They don't know how to win.
Counsel.
It's all, yeah.
Counsel.
I ran into, remember how I was making fun of him, how he said this is the best bullpen he's had ever as a manager?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, he's such a clown. Now he's saying he has never seen a George Webb before in his life. Like he does everything in his power to spit at the faces of all Wisconsin residents, and he was one. But instead he has to act, he just acts like this yuppity from Whitefish Bay who lived in a bubble.
Yeah, I don't know why he said that nonsense. Like, even if you've
he just can't get out of his own damn way.
That's his way of probably ingratiating himself or trying to separate himself from the city of Milwaukee.
You know how he should ingratiate himself with Chicago?
Winning.
Learn how to have a heartbeat and a pulse. Because he's just taking it. And I'm all for it. It's just like, for somebody who played and managed for the Brewers, from a psychological standpoint, I can't understand why and how he's saying and doing different things, because it's just alienating himself from a place that he was so beloved. And so if he's going to do that, wipe him with the floor. Use him as a mop right now like they're doing.
Today was so impressive because what Cubs fans learned, and again, we don't know what the end results are going to be, but what the Cubs fans learned today is that having a team matters more so than spending all the money and trying to get all the players and get somebody else's manager. It's about building the infrastructure inside to have a great organization. What you see from the Milwaukee Brewers is a great organization. And what they don't allow for other teams to do, they don't allow you to rest, right? And when I say rest, is that you can never be at ease. Because if you're ever at ease against the Milwaukee Brewers, you're lackadaisical, like they were lackadaisical today, and you have an error, guess what? The Brewers are running things out. The Brewers are applying pressure. The Brewers are always going to play hard-nosed because what they understand is that their manager asked them to play a certain way and asked them to give some type of effort, and it paid off for them, right? And when you get that payoff, the confidence grows, and it grows, and it grows to a point where I talked about it earlier today on KBN, is the fact that when Christian Yelich sees the team down 8-1 against the Cincinnati Reds in the second inning, he tells his manager, we're going to win this game. There's a lot of teams that get down 8-1, and then all of a sudden the floodgates open up. Not for this Milwaukee Brewers team. They came back and they won that baseball game. That's what great teams do. They have this never quit mentality, and that is exactly the DNA of their manager, Pat Murphy. So bravo to the Brewers, and I'm excited for game 2. Hopefully it's tonight. Hopefully the rain holds off.
I'd love to see it. I really would. Man, it is just appreciate what Pat Murphy, Matt Arnold, this organization, and what the players are doing each and every single game, because they make every game entertaining for all of us. I love going to the Prince Club of New Berlin. My fiance, my daughter, we have free childcare for her with the membership. Summer right now, you got to hit the pool. But you can also drop a kid off, and the next thing you know, hit the workout. You have wonderful equipment, clean health clubs. It's open 24/7. So get in there, steam room, sauna, whatever you need, personal training workout classes, the best equipment available. You can have a strong body, a strong mind, while helping have a strong community, all by combining that to achieve your better tomorrow. So take a small step. No goal is too big or too small. Just get started at the Prince Club, and you'll feel the energy around you. Join the Prince Club for a better tomorrow. More reaction to just the Brewers that deserve all the appreciation. Brian Balaga, former Packer, joining us before the Homer Hour. It's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman with you, KBN Nation.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Is one of the things that your girlfriend gets upset with is you interrupting her like this?
Probably. I just complimented you. What the hell?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Traffic on 43 southbound is very slow going from Capitol Drive into downtown, and those backups continue all the way through Canal Street. Same story with 41 southbound in that construction zone, on and off the brakes from Good Hope Road through Hampton Avenue. Tonight, a slight chance for thunderstorms late, humid, a low of 68. Tuesday, partly cloudy and still humid with a slight chance for showers late, a high of 82. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Jessica Gatzo on 94.5 ESPN.
At Citizens Bank, we believe banking is more than transactions. It's about being recognized and remembered. It's feeling like you're understood and supported along the way. It's the small stuff that says, we know you. Because when your bank gets you, banking just feels better. Citizens Bank. Bank where you belong. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/belong. Citizens Bank is member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Brittany Miller from Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more. Custom T-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, hats, you name it, we can do it. Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more is family owned and all about celebrating life's big moments. Maybe it's a milestone birthday, a celebration for your child's first goal, or that work fundraising event. We are everyone's printer. No minimum orders, affordable designs, and help straight from me and our team. We're the one-stop shop for all your custom needs. Start your project today at bigfrog.com/Mequon.
College students, are you looking to make your campus living more comfortable, functional, and fashionable this year? Let IKEA help. From innovative storage solutions and furniture to maximize your space, to fashionable bedding and accessories to make it uniquely yours, IKEA is helping make college living truly inspired by you. And now, qualified college students can save even more with 15% off their IKEA purchase when they sign up for IKEA Family for free. Visit IKEA Oak Creek, IKEA Schaumburg, or check out the Ready for College section on IKEA.com/US to learn more.
For your next night out, revel in the fusion of artistry and flavor with Sushi at St. Kate, offering guests an elevated experience where freshness and creativity converge in every bite. St. Kate the Arts Hotel introduces an exciting new sushi menu to its culinary repertoire. Indulge in the finest seafood, freshest ingredients, and expert craftsmanship for an inspired and delectable dining journey. Experience the art of sushi at St. Kate and learn more at stkatearts.com.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments. Behind the Bucks is Bucks history like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Fisco is always there for your auto body care. When accidents happen, Fisco Auto Body on Forest Home in Franklin is there when you need them. Got a broken mirror? They'll take care of it. Dented bumper? Scratch paint? Fisco Auto Body will take care of it. If there's any damage you need fixed, Fisco has you covered. Their expert workmanship is guaranteed for the life of your vehicle. So stop in for all of your auto bumps and dings. Once again, you know the line. That's Fisco.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Come see what's brewing. Come see what the good times are. Come see what the Brewers are doing. Come on and cheer.
This August, you have a ticket to a cash carnival at Potawatomi. Play with your rewards card and earn entries to win your share of $300,000 in cash and prizes. Prize drawings every Thursday through August 28th. Your fortune awaits only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Go to Potawatomi.com. Must be 21 years older and a rewards member to play. 7-0. 2 hits for the Cubs. 9-game lead in the Central. So, Strofe, I give you the read option here. Do you want to play your song? We usually play it twice a show. And I know you, and you're smiling because you put in a lot of work.
Oh, he thinks he cooked up a banger.
I think I did.
Hey, I'll let other people.
I just wish you would do something Brewers now, because maybe it hits and we can run with it.
But that's not what this is.
All right, what is this?
I could do a Brewers song.
No.
Yeah, actually, don't.
No,
yeah, we shouldn't change anything.
Don't touch the Brewers.
Just do your Brewers thing.
Our Brewers thing is yelling Brewers at each other.
Yeah, you're right.
Brewers! For those who have missed it, Alex Strofe, our producer. It's Kyle Brust and Nortman with Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace. No Brad Nortman. Get us on the Carbless Talk and Text line 800-990-3776 or watch us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee or at ESPN Madison. Strofe has put together a parody song. I don't even know if they're parody anymore because he's trying really hard. You know, they're not.
No, they're still a parody.
Still a parody.
Yeah, it's still a joke.
You think Weird Al doesn't try?
All right, just take a listen to his newest hit.
Hoo hoo hoo! Hoo hoo hoo! Jaden just dropped the ball. Receivers hit a wall. On an April day, new stud, Golden's way. Chip hopes went out the door last year in 24. Had an Eagles game plan, got sacked before it ran. Lafleur's gonna be the master, Love is gonna be the star. Hadley's gonna run the defense, Gary's gonna leave a scar. The painted nails QB is now
our
the enemy. See the last 15 years and winning hasn't been clear. Since cutting Jonesy, Devontae, goodbye to Mark Murphy. There was A-Rod and Jordy, and Northman's were a guarantee. The Lions, the Vikings, if I said they rocked, I'm lying. Super Bowl hopes are back alive in 2025. We've seen all the classics. We know every game. Janice, Cobb, Cook, and Favre. Even Crosby winning. We beat up Dallas, wearing a big cheesehead hat. Thought Lacey'd be the best. That's before he got fat. Where's Mike McCarthy and Joe Philbin? And why did Greg Jennings become a villain? When did the other teams become GB? Whatever happened to Tauscher, Bulaga? They're on the radio. So bring back Jonesy, Devontae, adios Mark Murphy. There was A-Rod and Jordy, and Northman's were a guarantee. The Lions, the Vikings, if I said they rocked, I'm lying. Super Bowl hopes are back alive in 2025.
DJ Strofe.
I'll give you this. Verse 1 is good. Verse 1 was good. After that, I mean, I had
Two's
some
good
notes.
too.
Nah, 2 is. I mean, the Crosby win.
Yeah, I think you should have stopped at the first verse.
McCarthy, Philbin,
Yeah, they both were head coaches at one point.
and then what did you say after that?
When did Greg Jennings become a villain?
Yeah, you just
Went to the Vikings.
But like you were trying to rhyme. Yeah,
No,
there was no connection.
I'm reflecting on the last 10 years.
It's okay.
That's a long
Philbin,
10
the
years. You
interim
left out a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you did. You just said those names because you loved to say Greg Jennings was a villain, so you need to find something to rhyme.
That's actually incorrect. I wrote the McCarthy Philbin line first.
Why?
Why did you body shame Eddie Lacy?
That was a good line. Fat Eddie. That when I wrote it down, fat is good. The fat is good.
Fat is good.
That was good. That was a good line.
Oh man.
No, verse 1 was that I don't want to. Verse 1 slaps. It slaps. Verse 2 is
I really hope that this game doesn't get rained out. I want to see the reeling Cubs in their just misery right now have to with their bad body language, walk out to Wrigley Field and just know that they're not ready for war again against the Brewers.
Yeah, it'd be a lot after getting shut down like that, where they probably came to the game saying, all right, here we go. No.
Smack.
Yep, smackety smack.
Gosh.
The Brewers are great, man. They're a really great baseball team, and they're showing it right now. Their over-under was 83.5, and they're 4 games away before the month of August.
I mean, in the middle of August.
Yeah.
My fear is, as Strofe told me today, that on my wedding day Friday, that they would end up.
Such an awful fear.
Well, no, I want to watch it.
Why is it a fear?
I want to be able to watch it. I'm not going to be able to watch it at my wedding.
Listen, you can just watch the score.
That's going to go over.
Ooh, I have an idea.
Hang on, babe.
I have an idea. Let's get you an earpiece. It'll be hidden.
No.
All right.
And just like we do during the day, I can talk into your ear.
He's
and give
a
you
child
updates.
of divorce. He don't know no better.
So is he.
He don't know no better. He's trying to grow
I'm trying to learn from my mistakes. You're trying to repeat them.
You're on the wedding day saying, hey, let's
Hey,
sneak.
on your wedding day, Ben, I want to put an earpiece in your ear so I can talk to you to take less attention off of your now wife.
Yeah, I think I could give you hints and tips on what to say to her.
No.
I'm a smooth operator.
I mean, I give you credit. You got to be a smooth operator. The fact that any woman would desire you, obviously, you got away with your words.
Yeah. I mean, can I cash that Potawatomi ticket before the honeymoon? Would be the next question here.
Oh, that's right. You got everybody's money in limbo.
Yeah, I don't know about in limbo.
What do you mean in limbo? I want my $9.
Ron is unbanned after a week of being banned. I forgot what he even did, but it was worth banning.
It was just bad. It was bad.
All right, welcome back, Ron.
Hey, Ron.
Ben, you go with, for once, I'm going to say you should go with your gut. Don't try to watch that game on your wedding day. I'm going to give you a brief example. My buddy, 2 roommates. One of them was getting married in Madison. It was a night game versus Oregon Badgers. The best man was sneaking out to like the outside the reception bar in the hotel to watch that game, and he missed his job during like the remove the garter, and the bride was like, "Screw it, we'll do it without him."
Oh, that's fine.
Super POs.
I'd actually be fine with that. As long as
he didn't lose his wife.
Yeah, no, I'm good with that.
Okay, whoop-de-doo.
So as your stand
at the reception, like all bets
ban
are
him
off.
again. Back
as your standby
banned.
As your standby groomsman, can I sneak out and watch the game?
Strofe, you can do whatever the heck you
Sneak
want.
out.
You're like the last person on the list
No,
of
I'm a
people I need
standby
to
groomsman.
go like see.
Yeah, but what
at
if
the
your groomsmen, one of their flights are delayed? Then that's where I come in. I have the suit ready.
It's tux.
I can. That's what I meant. I can take the extra boutonniere.
Why he's got the invite and he's still finding a way to beg?
Yeah, I don't know. Why haven't you?
I'm not begging. I'm just saying what it said on my invite was just you and your +1, you were standbys.
I don't know why he's trying to be funny now too. It's not landing.
Just
give it
enjoy the
up.
fact that you actually got invited.
Ben's gonna be so happy to see me on Friday.
I'm not thinking about you,
Yes,
dude.
but when we lock eyes at your reception, you are gonna have the best smile. When you see me, you're gonna be like, "Damn it, why did I invite him?"
Right now I'm asking myself, why did I invite him?
I want to deny that you wouldn't smile when you see him, but
of course I'm gonna smile. Look at that
goofy smile.
Yeah,
on his
he's
face.
just a big, dumb idiot.
Yeah.
Hey, that wasn't very.
That's how I
nice.
flirt.
I mean, okay.
Okay, this took a turn.
I got in between something here. It's your big week. I thought it was your wedding week. It's something else.
You're just
One
actually
final hurrah.
naturally handsome. He's just a big dumb idiot.
Thank you. I'm gonna get lined up a little bit. Get cleaned up for your wedding.
I'm getting a haircut this week.
Yeah, I gotta get cleaned up for your wedding.
Should I wear black or gray?
Oh, that's a good. I haven't chosen my suit yet.
Ask Brian Balaga. I ain't telling you guys what to wear. Brian's next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman
I'm sorry that I don't want to touch Ben's Peter.
on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. On this show, it's always football season.
As a young player, what you're trying to do is you're trying to stack success. And you're trying to stack that because that gives you more opportunities to get more opportunities. And he earned that.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
This is what we're talking about. And then you get the injury report, and you just can't catch a break. And that same thing is happening on steroids to Lloyd.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
soak up summer days at the ballpark while they're still here. Be here when the Brewers host the Giants, August 22nd through the 24th. Lead off the weekend with Stranger Things theme night arriving Friday the 22nd. From there, collect a legendary Bob Uecker golf umbrella giveaway for the first 25,000 fans on Saturday the 23rd. And if this series couldn't get any better, it's the return of Willie Adames to American Family Field. Get your seats today at brewers.com/tickets.
The dance of sunlight on water.
Shimmering, sparkling, beautiful, hypnotic.
Houses that overlook a gorgeous body of water are the most highly desired houses in the world.
The Bellamare collection of fine jewelry features classic white diamonds, flanked and surrounded by rare and exotic blue diamonds.
Bellamare means beautiful water.
Bellamare, sunlight on water, glimmering and twinkling.
The dance is enticing.
The look is spectacular.
The impact is exciting.
Blue and white diamonds created in the heart of Mother Nature.
Will dance and sing on the body of a glittering, sparkling woman.
Bellamare. This blue and white beauty of sunlight on water
should be worn on the fingers,
the wrist,
the neck, and the ears
of the woman you love.
The Bellamare collection is available only at Kessler's.
We do diamonds better because diamonds are what we do.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Grand slams and walk-offs. If you haven't jumped on the bandwagon by now, what are you waiting for? Siding Unlimited is Milwaukee's very own national champions. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows? Our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know it's not just a car, it also drives your children's dreams. So whether you're going to soccer practice, robotics club, or opening night in the school play, we help protect those dreams. Save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
All you have is one chance after an accident, one decision on who to call, one shot to get the help you need. Don't waste it on the one offer you get from your insurance company. Make the one call to Gruber Law Offices. It's the only one you'll need to make. Call us today. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Whatever happened to Tauscher, Bulaga?
They're on the radio.
So bring back Jonesy, Devontae, adios, Mark Murphy. There was A-Rod and Jordy, and Northman's were a guarantee. The Lions, the Vikings.
Joining us now is not his normal music, is Brian Bulaga. Brian, welcome.
How you
Think of
doing?
Stroph's song.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think that's.
He doesn't like it, Stroph.
I thought that was a good line.
I'm gonna have to hear it back again, like and really dive into the lyrics. But
don't worry, he'll send it to you. You can also be added to his panel of people he sends his parody songs to.
So do you know the song 1985 by Bowling for Soup that I just covered?
Yes. Yes.
So what do you think of the line, whatever happened to Tauscher, Bulaga? They're
Did
on
you
the
play that
radio.
for him?
Yes. I don't know if he was listening, though.
I heard that part, but I didn't really get to hear the rest of it. You know, I mean, I was kind of.
I just wanted to play the part where I paid homage to you, one of the all-time greats.
All right, now stop sucking up.
I got to butter him up.
Goodness
He's gonna say he likes
gracious.
it.
I mean, he is one of the Packers' all-time greats. I take him now.
Brian, you've been a part of some amazing runs. The Brewers just won a franchise best 14 in a row. They just won again today, and who knows if they'll play their doubleheader. My overall question is, what was it like when you knew that every game you're going to go out there, you were likely going to execute at such a high level that the other team, it didn't matter what they did, you were going to come up on top?
How did it feel?
Yeah, like how does it come to be? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Because I look at this Brewers baseball team, and they go to war from a baseball standpoint. Every pitch, every out, every at bat, like everything about them is about the grind and putting pressure on the other team so they make mistakes. And I equate that to like a football team working in unison and just executing their job and knowing that if you do your job, you're going to come out on top. And you've been a part of some long winning streaks of running the table, this, that. Like, what does that feel? And how do you get there?
Yeah, I mean, obviously what they have going on right now, I mean, they got to be super tight in that locker room, because that's what I remember from all those runs, run the table, relax, all those things. It was a super tight locker room. I mean, that was the one thing that I remember. Guys played for each other. And when guys play for each other, normally special things can happen. When you don't want to let down the guy next to you and you're more concerned about the group as a whole and not the individual, great things happen on the field. Everyone wants to individually have success and all that, but when the greater focus is on obviously winning and just, that's it, winning every play. And obviously for the Brewers right now, it's pitch by pitch and out by out, at bat by at bat. Good things can happen. And when we went on these runs, like that's the thing that I remember clearly. Like, it was just, how do we, win every down, win, every quarter. And when you have that close bond in the locker room and you don't want to let guys down, right? Offensively and defensively. Like, offensively, you don't want to let down Aaron or the linemen or the receivers, but like, you don't want to put the guys on defense in a bad position, right? Like, you don't want to go 3 and out and put them in a bad position on defense. So like, you're thinking about all those things and you're playing for the other guys. And when you have that going, man, good things can happen.
I like that. And the Brewers have that going. But with the Green Bay Packers, something that I think is concerning, again, it's preseason, but looking at the history of the Green Bay Packers in these last couple seasons, has been penalties. The Packers had 11 penalties in the first half, and Anthony Belton had 5 himself. How do you, as Matt Lafleur, how do you get that cleaned up before week 1?
Yeah, I mean, the Belton penalties, I mean, a couple were illegal formation, too far back. Those things are easily cleaned up, right? Like, just like move up on the ball, right? Like, I mean, and honestly, like, I mean, once you get called for one of those, the refs are just looking for you. They're just looking for you to be a little bit too far back, and they'll throw the flag. But regardless, still 5 penalties, right? Like, I mean, that is what it is on one guy. And then as a team, 11 in that short amount of time. I mean, that's insane.
It's the first half, yeah.
Yeah, like that's insane. So, I mean, I think because he was talking about it last week, if I'm not mistaken, he was talking about penalties last week, right? And that was something they were talking about, how they got to correct them. And here we go, go to Indy, and there's 11 in the first half, and it's just a disaster from a penalty standpoint. A lot of these things come to guys like just detailing their techniques and fundamentals and things like that. I mean, they can go back and look at penalties on film and tell guys, like, slap them on the hand, say, you can't do this, you can't do that. But like, at the end of the day, like, you can give them all the coaching points about what not to do and what to do, but like, they're out there and they either do it or don't do it, right? Like, I mean, that's the thing with penalties and like holding or, personal fouls and things like that. Like, guys have to do what's right in the moment, right? Like, they have to perform and use technique, and then obviously keep their heads straight when, not doing those types of things. And like, coaches can only do so much with that, right? Like, and once you get into the season and you got your starters out there, you hope those things get cleaned up, right? Like, I mean, obviously what we saw against Indy, not really starters, right? Like, we're not thinking that's like the first group on both sides of the ball. So, to expect a little bit of sloppiness was probably going to be the case. To that extent, no, right? Like, that was a little extreme. But you would expect it to be a little more tidy, so to speak, once your first groups get out there. And those guys watching from the sideline really know this week in practice he is going to be, we'll just say, on them about penalties and all those things, because like you just can't have those things continue to happen and creep up. It's just no good.
Well, Brian Stropher, are you doing this next?
I am.
Why'd you not sound enthused?
I'm very enthused.
Oh, so you buttered him up with putting him in a song so he'd be really happy to work with you coming up.
No. I actually just tend to think Brian's always excited to work with me.
Yeah, very.
See?
Very happy.
Yeah, and you're not going to call him on his enthusiasm, are you?
Well, Brian's pretty
That's
straight.
pretty
yeah, that's
typical
That's Brian. Like you play the game, then you get whiny, then you get happy, then you get whiny. So Brian,
Thank
have
God
fun
you
with
guys
the
are
up and
done.
down from 5 to 6.
Well, Brian, you have fun with that guy.
Thank